about to be a good day. This is the look of a man who's excited to watch some Halo. We have a lot to watch. I am overwhelmed with how much I have to watch today. And I know I'm late. But it'll be good. It's going to be a good day today. It's freaking Friday, bro. Can't complain about Friday. Tweet is live. Discord posts. Live, we're ready to go. All welcome. Tim, Raphael, Hoy, Barbosa. Let's get it. Let the games begin. And we got a lot of games. Today. Today I have maxed out my POVs. I can't fit any more POVs on the screen. Wait until you see this sheet. What's up? Welcome. Should I just get into it? No time for preamble, huh? Solomon, how we doing? Albino. Finally, Friday. Relax. If you're done work, let's enjoy some Halo. Let's get to it. Look at this. Are we not eating good today? Look at this. Wait, Optic just got beat 250 to 135? What happened? What the hell happened to that Strongholds game? I was watching it before we went live. I didn't realize it fell apart. Oh my god. So many POVs. Yeah, Shopify and Nemesis are playing. Optic and TSM are playing today. C9 and Trigger's down today. Mindfreak is playing Luminosity. Those are the 4 matchups I'm sort of going to keep tabs on, with a priority on Shopify, Nemesis, Optic, TSM. Actually, let's spice things up. Do we start with Woodham? Let's start with Woodham POV, because apparently Nemesis is beating Shopify in the first game of the Scrim. We'll start right here. We missed that Optic game. That was game 3, and their Scrim is currently 2-1 in the Optic Scrim. Let's freaking go, bro. We got so many POVs. It's crazy. All right, this is the M&K God Woodham. We wanted to see him yesterday. We didn't get a chance to watch him. The Scrim was canceled. Safe to say this one's not. We've got Shopify and Nemesis. Both teams are in boot camps. Nemesis are in Texas. Shopify in Toronto, right next to me. I've been thinking a lot about Shopify Shyway recently. I don't know about you guys. Anyway, I think I might need to start manifesting something different. I didn't realize their headquarters was like next door to me, bro. It's 87 to 58 on Woodham's M&K POV here, as they're about to shut out SR in game 1 of the Scrim if they can lock this down. I mean, I do love Optic, and that's not going to change. But Shopify Shyway, though, ooh. The amount that I could bring to that org, though, as well, like if they got a headquarters there, like content, analytical breakdowns, podcasting, they're about to win, bro. 5 seconds to close it. Royal 2, he'll drop. Woodham from center map as an easy pick on cycle. And in game 1, Nemesis come out on top. There's no way. There is no way. Did Optic have the same issue in the first couple games, right? Nemesis took a forbidden CTF versus Optic. They had a lot of trouble later on in the Scrim. His team is a question mark. It's good to see Europe coming out with a win on game 1, already proven they can take games off of our top talent right now. Formal POV, as they are just about to start their game. We're going to keep tabs on as many freaking Halo games as we can. There's no break. There's no breaks today. Eli, how you doing, brother?
You guys fired. I can be fired.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that their headquarters is right next door, like, we were talking about pitching and having, like, a proposal or something, but I would love to provide value for the Shopify org in any way I can. Skins are hot? Which ones? Oh, the Optic skins? 3-2 TD versus C9. Yeah, so that Scrim's been going on for a little bit. Now they're on game 6. How you doing, Biker? SX2, welcome. Shocks on a streak. Outcasted. Lights. How you doing, Jamie? Happy Friday, guys. Reese, welcome.
Glass somewhere.
This is game 4 in the Optic Scrim. They've been speed running this. They literally, I knew before I went live, bro, to ait to hold off on making the graphic until I saw like until about 5 p.m. right? Because you never know with Optic. They don't announce anything. It just happens. They just suddenly go live and then they're scrimming. I had a feeling. So our YouTube graphic today is just a freaking, it's a damn good Halo collage, bro. We got 6 teams in one graphic. There's 8 teams at least playing that are notable. We have descended POV as well for the TDC9. That's the only POV for that scrim. I do have it in the background, yeah. All right, Optic and team control the snipe off the opening here. Before we're going to try to chase down whoever's alive in the lift. Turns into a bait and switch, though, with Talik waiting. Not sure if that was a team spawn that led Talik to that position.
Outside 2 of them, posting posters on time.
TSM just coming out of a win in Stronghold's recharge. Optic against Nemesis won the Stronghold's recharge. We saw that as a sign of progress. TSM coming out and suddenly dominating them was kind of surprising. If you guys got a chance to catch it, we didn't broadcast it, but Optic was up like 135 to 43 last I checked. And then all of a sudden it was over. Lampy, how we doing? No SSG today. SSG scrims tomorrow, according to Snakebite stream. Verse, I think Complexity. I'm not sure who it is. No FaZe today either. I'm not sure if FaZe will be scrimming Optic before the major. I heard that they might not be scrimming Optic.
Another one still back there.
We're gonna watch anything we can. Camo and hill, yeah, camo and hill is important. I actually recommend, especially for the bottom mid hill, that camo stays in hill, right? You can easily dodge pre-nades. You can get valuable info for the team. It's really important, honestly, that you're using camo and hill, I would say. Especially when your teammates have valuable positions around it.
I got naded.
Other hills, it's not as much of a priority because the other hills are more like obscure and in corners of the map, but bottom mid specifically, it's a powerhouse. Spawn snipe by Druk, my god. How are we doing, Sense? Animus, welcome.
Yeah, he is by himself. You push over, he's right.
Optic trying to get access to the tram spawn here. Formal and team spawning in Cafe. Renegade blocking loop. It's a good start, but he dies to Cherish. 43 right now. Formal on the rightmost perimeter here. Bound needs help on the loop. He's solo. He dies to Cherish. Optic at a numbers disadvantage. Formal going to get pinched. He's not ready for it at all. They all get wiped out with a single trade by Renegade. Renegade first spawner. Could be solo for a bit.
We might spawn tram. Look, we might spawn tram. Unless they spawn tram.
Wow, Formal called it. Formal called it. That's an error on TSM's part right there. TSM getting a little too aggressive on the map, and Formal can tell based off where the action is happening that there's a chance that loop is open.
Still might spawn tram after that.
Still might spawn tram, we'll see.
Yeah, two.
If the enemy's ready for a tram spawn, they can make it work, but generally it's the best place to spawn because it gives you easy access to flank the hill. TSM getting away with it despite that, though. It's 1-1. Camo no up.
LR weak.
I just said they didn't block spawns against... They didn't block spawns at all. Oh, we're talking about the recharge game, yeah? I mean, they were blocking spawns until the point that they lost control.
I can inside with you.
They went live in game 1, yeah. There was no preamble. Like, Formal hit the live button, and he was already on live fire. Like, that's how quickly it happened. Bro, I play on controller or mouse or keyboard. I play on controller. Controller is the dominant peripheral in Pro Halo at the moment. I think M&K is competitive, but controller is the way that most of the pros play. Use what you're comfortable with. It's a good pinch right here from Optic at all angles, right? Cherish deleted. No trades coming out of this. Formal going to wrap into Cafe. Cut nicely to 1v1 with Druk. Druk's going to force a trade, yeah. I don't know if I like that challenge at a Formal. Completely separate from his team. Might have been a better way to collapse and ensure that Druk doesn't get a trade in that situation, right? Makes it harder for Optic to set up around the hill. Nice bank nade into the hill. Soul side down for the counter. Renegade bottom mid trying to fight up Druk. Nice awareness out of Formal to catch that. He's a little sliver of health. He's got no health. What is that dead body? Renegade pushing out loop right now, forcing an S1 spawn. Kind of a weird, mixy situation Optic got themselves in. That S1 spawn is going to split. Renegade's blocking it. We got spawns all corners of the map here. Loop now. And then top yellow, last two. Bound has a flank on top yellow. Optic are very spread out right now. Kind of an unorthodox way to play this hill.
Alec.
This one.
Oh, he's driver.
Top wood also weak, close line.
Glass one try.
Camo.
I strike.
Okay, come on.
Can they take control of the camo? They're still all 4 up here. That loop, glass positioning for camo is pretty powerful because you got direct sight lines to deny it.
Help him truck.
Tally coming up with sneaky angle.
One shot.
Formal not jumping up the hotel ledge here, staying low.
One shot.
1.
3v3.
I'm absolutely
Camo might have been picked up by TSM.
Camo dev.
If you're fine,
Yeah, they do.
Above you.
One shot. Nice. Good shot.
Hey, there's 4 1 camo.
Nice.
Can he close the hill though, right? 2 dead.
I'm
Got him mid. Nicely done. Double stacking the hill, guarantee it. Ought to get out.
Flounder.
TSM playing patiently with their positioning to secure that camo, but couldn't use it to convert the hill.
Rock 2 shot on gold as well.
They gotta wipe him out off spawn one more time. 3v3.
Truck.
Strangely quiet today on the viewers. Give us some time, Zero. We literally, I just went live.
You shot Flounder.
Everybody just went live. It was kind of, sporadic and spontaneous.
One shot your beer and one's blue.
I think things can pick up.
Silo. Look for Silo. Top window.
Look, I'm here for this. I'm max passion regardless, bro.
Dip weak, soul sign. You jumped out. Dip weak.
I'm expecting a damn good day of Halo today. We got some fire matchups.
I'm hitting driver, Brown.
Yeah, it's one here.
Maybe loop.
Yeah, he went out loop. You want to open glass? I'm sure.
Are they burning some of the time or not? They're playing.
You're very soft.
Legend pushed all the way out to Cafe. Renegade calls it. He's by himself there. He ends up dying with no trade. Pinch coming in from TSM. Nicely timed on both sides.
Low hill. Two hills.
That secures the hill. And an advantage that I assume TSM will get the best of. Literally the only frozen POV out of all the POVs has got to be formal for reasons I don't understand. I don't know what to do, chat.
Mikey, one shot dead. More LR weak Telic as well. And one under gold too. Under gold. Cherish. You know,
It'll pick up. We're bringing the energy, right? We're going to attract the viewers, bro. Attract the viewers. Let them know it's a big Halo day. I got Bell Fiber. I do have Bell Fiber, yeah.
Still return.
What's one of them? That's one.
Matches.
Ready to get coming out with camo is a big opportunity for Optic here. Where's he going with it, right? Roaming up above, waiting for his timing here. Formal getting stuck on the wall, cleaned up by Cherish. Not ideal. Optic going to have to kind of wrap back to the hill.
Driveway and top gold.
Renegade just causing chaos top mid, though. Got a great opportunity and intel.
I'm hitting back tram.
Yeah, 2-0.
Back glass me, guys. Back glass me.
Yeah, dip.
There's one in yard, in the hallway.
I mean, loop, guys.
Two driver turn, come guys. Silo.
One shot hill drug.
Weak cherished also.
Hills weak as well, drug.
Yeah, he walked out driveway. Going.
Nicely done.
Yo, loop right now. Cherish. Loop.
Loop, weak, cherish, and twice, guys.
Good calls out of Renegade here. Formal played it patiently. Renegade spawning his snipe. They're likely in Cafe. Pushed out the map here. Gonna start pitching his yard from up above in a second. Yep.
You guys in yard, I mean, two. One shot yard, BR, soul snipe, absolute.
Yeah, absolutely.
And one zip.
Rice is streaming. Yep, I got his POV. Rice and Scoob are streaming Mindfreak's matchup with LG. That's correct, yeah.
One's behind you, one's behind you.
Scoob came by the chat yesterday and said he would stream. I just don't know how I'm going to find time to watch his POV with everything else that's happening, bro.
LR shock, sir.
But I like that he's streaming.
Alright, I'll go to it. LR weak, church.
TSM looking good. Yeah, they've been looking good the last, 2 weeks, bro. They're shutting this hill down and capping it. 38 seconds. We got OT here.
One's in yard, I think.
Didn't get to see the stats too much there. Subbound was, what, 17 kills, currently even. Not sure what formal stat line is looking like.
Gospel shock, guys. Nice.
Intel on Cherish here. Talik the first to drop. They traded, though. Talik from the death. Make it a 3v3. Less than 10 seconds to camo. 1v1 formal soul snipe. He's back to man off. Nice patience. He's got nades in the back pocket. Doesn't use them. Just finds the headshot. He might be dead here.
That's four, maybe, guys.
Renegade with the coverage.
Formal
Formal with the patience. They got a lot of hill time on that sniper hill. You can lock this hill down, though. He's got a teammate up on top yellow as well. This can very quickly convert in their favor if they don't fumble anything. Bounce blocking glass.
I'm gonna flank.
They're what? Wow. I don't know how they saw lift. Brook was 18-11. Wow.
Nice.
Good awareness out of Optic there to catch that player hiding and lift. Legend is in Cafe, going to force the spawns out to yard. Renegade spawning there too. They got to be over on bound and loop.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anyone in my cross?
No shock at us. Two loop.
Almost going to get flanked or something. I don't know. This is...
You might jump on.
Yeah, dips out of hill for a second here. Got to play it slow.
Dip, big truck, one hill. Dip one hill.
Down from up above and top yellow can help him. You can hear the footsteps. Truck rerouted to Cafe. from dip, avoiding bound, getting above him, and then killing bound, bro. Druck did something crazy.
Druck was dead.
Formal had the intel. He was in dip a second ago. He must have jumped up into the window and then got like skated past bound's sightline from top yellow. They win the hill off that.
One shot posted Druck.
And now Optic is floundering with 15 seconds. Just about impossible to lock down bottom mid.
Back tram and LR, back tram and
Happy
LR.
Friday, Aldito. How we doing, guys?
I'm looking all in.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Get in here. Let's have a good day today.
Time, taking time. I'm looking at this.
Let's have a damn good day, Halo guys. That's going to be match. Formal with 2 seconds left. He's in bottom mid.
Let's two tram side that.
Optic gonna play till the last, their very last breath, but I don't believe at this point. Talik with the cleanup. That's it. Gotta see that scoreboard for a second. You were saying Druck was 18 and 11. His stats likely a big part of why they pulled out that play that he made and dipped there. Confirmed it makes you better. Hey, let's go, George. Glad to hear it was successful. Hey, Marathon is tomorrow, right? The reveal for Marathon. By the way, guys, we're going to be live tomorrow. I've got somebody working on a thumbnail for me, and someone reached out to me in email saying, I think this is legit. I don't know. They work with like a marketing agency or something, saying, asking if I wanted to be a co-streamer for the Marathon reveal. So I think I'm going to be co-streaming it on Twitch. Should be pretty cool. So be here tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern. The reveal's tomorrow. Yeah, you reminded me because you got that little, what's that Marathon reveal runner? What does that mean? HCS chatter video dropped with, oh, is that today? I forgot about that. There's a Spartan chatter happening. Might have already happened. We don't get to see a lot of Wood and POV. I'm going to go back to him in the matchup versus SR, and let's watch this quickly. They have 18 seconds, bro. My God. SR's about to complete this game, close it out. I'm not going to get to watch it. Oh, it was yesterday. Was there anything interesting revealed in the Spartan chatter? The pull in the last 2 seconds? Not going to happen. This guy is zooming. Doesn't matter, though. Bro, there's so many POVs. Wait. Renegade for this map, bro. Is it Fortress? Bomb. Oh, Fortress Bomb. Loki, I might switch this to go back to Shopify just because this is out of all the matchups, this is the map I don't really care about.
One shot to the ring.
Dav, how we doing?
The bond.
SR lost game 1. They won game 2. It's 1-1 in their scrim currently. It's 2-2 in the Optic TSM scrim. Optic going from Solitude to one of their worst maps.
Yeah, he's still watching much out. He's Mike's stepping. He's coming on the bond.
SR won game 2.
Watch that flag, watch that snipe block.
Nemesis won game 1.
Yeah, this is block. He's gonna come in. Actually,
Front base, ring 2, ring 2.
We got a lot of matchups, guys.
I'm looking across.
Smash that like button. Let him know, Timmy.
On a porch on.
Yeah, porch freak, jump tree there.
Snipe block.
Snipe block.
I
heard you.
Really weak, nice one, Druck.
Watch that snipe.
Red. Elbow top tower.
John.
Yeah, I'm looking for this.
Elbow top tower.
We have to move the bomb, guys.
Ring through still.
That's okay, we can. I guess we can.
That's fair. Watch out
Yeah, that was.
Renegade dying off the bomb rotate. That sniper's down.
One's a
Play defense in their base here.
Look at the front block right here, weak. Kill that front block.
Legend with some great spacing through the armory.
With bomb and then one's in our base, guys.
First one.
First one.
Absolutely cooks Soul Snipe off spawn. No wasted time. Knew exactly where to look for him.
I'm hard.
Let's go to base, my guys. Might be flanking guys, tower.
Yeah, low spiral.
Gets the repulse on the rotate. I respect it. Yeah. Doesn't leave it behind. Found with the kill on Cherish. Legend backing him up from up above. Did he miss the...
Yeah, ult for us.
Taking our time.
Our spiral right now. Going RBR. Our spiral still on our plasmas.
Optic wrapping back to secure the OS.
Let's go. Wave a kill.
Back flag. Did you go to the base?
I won't be going to the major now, Zero. I'll be watching it, though.
The top right weak.
I need it.
Look at that.
Watch out, basement.
Yeah, hut right now, Jack.
Those two heads.
I'm sure, walk down with me.
3v3.
Look ahead of me, guys. Look ahead of me.
He gets shut down with OS so quickly.
Jack.
To my left.
Damn good Halo today, bro. I'm focused on today. What's happening this weekend?
Top.
It's next weekend, Arlington, not this weekend. More Turtle. What's up, brother? How you doing?
One's ring through, and then the head.
Our bomb nice. Our ring here dropping our bomb. Watch out ring one. So fine. Go in the bomb.
Ready to give us some excellent shots today, but
Bomb was one.
No. I didn't see him. I think he's ring one.
gotta be so clean with your execution.
Hoodie.
Slaying all four and rotating bomb at the same time.
Watch ring 1.
Rise,
Raz, thank you for the follow, brother. Appreciate it.
I'm just waiting for the same.
One's ahead.
Renegade just solo in their elbow. He's giving up his positioning, but huge kill.
No, basement.
On the side, drop basement.
Here,
One to the side, just the
Shut
side.
basement.
The 18th, yeah.
Oh, dead.
Tourneys next weekend.
Good time.
Big opportunity for Optic with that snipe control. If they have two,
On the beer one.
that is a lot of pressure. They left their snipe behind in their base.
In the back flag. Let's go.
Lever side.
Shut the VR, guys. One to basement on me.
Bro, bomb's just sitting.
Back flag one, basement one, cherish.
One basement.
Where's he?
Lever
sitting?
Lever side. Okay.
Back up, back
TSM, I guess, overextending to the opposite side of the map to grab Optic sniper. And
Ring three.
Renegade not quite finding an angle to help Formal or Legend in that situation, right?
3 times down.
Not sure if he could have like repositioned.
He came out and killed me. No man's.
Oh,
It's full now.
Does he get out with this? Oh, it did knock him off.
Snipe.
Good patience.
Oh, guys, watch out, snipe.
I'm playing for a while.
Bro's living in their base.
Cam, bro. No,
OS up now too. Optic double stacking it.
I was.
I got melted. Two snipe bolts on her.
One.
Bro, this map is such a grueler, man. Such a grueler. I was hoping they would come out with the execution there. Okay, I wanted to see SR, guys. I know we're flip-flopping a little bit. My bad. We're at the start of King of the Hill Recharge Woodham POV. This is SR versus Nemesis Game 3. They're tied in their scrim as well. We don't get to see MK too often. The instant strong side as he heads out through the top cat. CDL Optic lot. Is that today? Oh, shut down in the 1v1. Quality of the stream, not incredible. I will be honest. It says 1080p, but... What's up, Spaceman? No need to stretch just yet, bro. I don't know. What do you want from me? They had 4 in the base and the bomb didn't progress, but they were also trying to find, like, TSM is being elusive, right? Like, they got to kill them before they just kind of throw the bomb into the center. They're struggling to execute things efficiently, right? Like, Renegade looked like he was out of play with the sniper right there. That might have just been good work out of TSM to extend to the other side of the map. Take their sniper. We're putting the work in, Spaceman. Hell yeah. Any intel on why they're not scrimming? I don't know. Snakebite's stream said that their next scrim was scheduled for tomorrow. Ooh, getting caught out by pipe spawn, likely. They're coming out with the first hill, though. They got a lockdown on the second. 2 dead right here for SR. Snipe drone gets his pick on Royal 2. Spawning in C. Should be taking hill time here. 3 dead SR. Snipe drone with camo in the hill. Like camo roam. Makes sense. Is OP versus SR... their matchup, Optic versus SR, is 33-33. Yeah, they're tied in games. But they haven't played since Kason. Pass the final test. You're done with high school. Let's go, Jay. Congrats, brother. That's sick. This man. Ready for the next chapter. Bro, the ability to just turn and burn anybody that you have on M&K, right? Whip around 180, clean up one, check the other angle. Come out with 2 hills back to back. SR having trouble with Nemesis in these early games in the scrim.
Enemy team took the hill.
Trying to hit two on each side of the map here. He waits before chowing C until his teammate chows it, right? Nice patient play. Opening fire into Turbine first and kind of creating like a bait. Cleans up 2. This guy's slick with it. Sticks it! No, doesn't stick him. Some nasty looking movement out of Woodham, though. The ability to just kind of sprint and change direction on a dime makes him very unpredictable. Good patient play, though. They still spawn C. They got to find a way to flip into A and get A spawns here. Their positioning actually not bad for the camo coming up here. Glory dies first, though. I start putting pressure on him to get presence on the camo. Woodham missing some important shots right there. Roll 2 going to take him out. MK looks so good for that hill to watch both. Yeah, exactly, right? Because it is important to be able to snap onto stacks and the drop down from tower. How's M&K Shock, though? It's got a nerf on controller recently. A little bit harder to use on controller. On M&K, I don't think it changed too much. Yep, team spawning everybody in A here. Interesting. He knows they're coming through pipes and gold. Got no more shock to work with, though. Wrapping tower. Him being here can team spawn his team in C now. They lost their fights in A. This is bad news bears for Nemesis. Would him do some maniac crazy shit bottom mid, bro. He's the last guy alive. He's bottom mid taking on the gauntlet. He hates shock. He was dropping it for you when you do it with him. Oh, interesting. It's hard to use an M&K, right? Is M&K going to take over the new Halo with the new engine? I think it could. I think M&K will be a more important part of the next Halo game on the new engine, yeah. Will it take over? I don't know. I expect controller to always be viable in Halo. With the way the game is designed. Yeah, this is Woodham POV. No, I do think that Unreal Engine will complement the M&K like experience a little better than our current engine. Greg, how you doing, brother? Series score didn't tell the story. Most games were close. You're talking about the SSG Optics matchup? Some games were close. Some games weren't that close. But yeah. Tough 1v1 to win. Sniper's got some intel, though. Should be a cleanup. $12 and 8 right now. Top of the board. 10 and 11 for Woodham. Okay. The way he just jump chows things is another flexibility I feel like you have on M&K that you won't on controller. Like, just kind of jumping out center map like that sounds crazy to me. But he hits his shots. Zach, how we doing? Trying to keep tabs on all the Halo matchups simultaneously here. They want Halo to be bigger. You have to let play. Yeah, for sure. You got to have it on PlayStation for sure. Has to be accessible. Minute 37 here. SR in an uphill battle, right? They got coverage on back silo. Nemesis is going to want to take that over to ensure their spawns are A or pipes, ideally. Playing it patiently, though. Zag with the 5 subs. 5 gifted on YouTube. Let's get it. Welcome 5 new members. Hold on, it's incoming. The timer not looking too good for SR in this situation. My God. Stickums, welcome. Princess Star, BP, Wells, Josh, Ascends. Welcome to the way, guys. First 5 subs of the day. Let's get it. Big W. Thank you, Zach. Yeah, Nemesis could do some damage. A little worried about this situation, though. They're spawning in A. They got to perfectly pinch this hill and make sure they come out on top, or else this could lead to SR having an advantage. That minute left is now plenty of time for them to close out the hill, and so far they're locking it down. Yeah, that's a perfect round of slays out of SR. They're going to collect that hill, and they've got a positioning advantage for next. Totally different looking game, though. Samantha, how we doing? Rarky, let's go, brother. Welcome. SSG not scrimming today. I don't see FaZe either. We got Optic TSM. We're watching Woodham's POV on Nemesis. They're in a boot camp right now versus SR in a boot camp, right? We've got TD versus C9 and LG versus Mindfreak. Mindfreak also in North America boot camping right now. 30 seconds left to close this game. We are in OT, baby. On that bottom mid hill, SR still owning the spawn advantage, right? Getting aggressive here on A. They've got coverage from C-plat to A. War Turtle with 5. Oh, my God. Hold on. Total of 450 gifted in the channel is insane, War Turtle. Damn good Halo, brother. Holy shit. I'll read it in a sec. That lockdown that SR have from long haul to A, right, forces their spawns into pipes. They can't see the hill right away. They're forced to move, like, either push through A or push through long haul to get a break on the hill. It's just a horrible position to be in. They spawn a little bit better. How do they play it? Trying to work off his teammate's sightline center map here. Gonna push through C-plat. Good pinch. Nicely timed with Nemesis. They flip the setup. Stay up here. 2 dead. Numbers advantage. Nemesis. Last shot drop in here as well. They can flip it around if they hold this setup for the rest of the game. War Turtle, you freaking goat. Might be Jacob. Change. Shen. Or Chechen. Wolf. Let's go. Kawa and Not Spart. Welcome to the way. You thank War Turtle. Man's consistently goated. Coming out with a sticky that time 3v3. Teammates going to come back to block the spawns in C-plat. Make sure that they continue to hold a section of the map here. That's a priority. Glory trades it with Frosty. Woodham gets a good spawn. This is advantage right here. Nemesis. They come out with this hill. They win the game. Got to watch the tower cross. Yep. Good awareness out of Woodham. Team spawning in gold right now. Has some good coverage to hold the setup. Nemesis in a game-winning position right here. Damage under the top of the tower. That player forced to drop. Woodham coming back through blue pipes. Last couple seconds of the hill. SR now forced to desperate from A. They have to dive into bottom mid from A now. No choice for this team. They're dying on center. Nemesis, do they win it here? Getting stuck out bottom mid through the shroud. Royal 2 with maybe a game-saving play. They're double stacking the hill. A sliver away from closing it. That should be GG's. Nemesis. Nemesis coming out on top in game 3. And again, they take the lead in the scrim. What is happening right now? SR, of course, they're in a new location. Right? Maybe there's a new HQ adjustment period. Maybe it's too early to really... What the hell? How many gifted was that?
Halo right there. That is just damn good Halo.
My God, bro. I thought I saw 100, bro. I lost my... Wait, is it 10? How many freaking subs?
Oh, that is
War
just good
Turtle.
Halo right there. That is just damn good Halo.
My God. 10 more gifted at a War Turtle, bro. I lost my shit. I saw... Okay, Dr. Fu, Gambit, H2O, Quake, Noob,
My God.
Dr. Leon, Corey, Ben Hime, and Avlis. Welcome to the way. My God, 10 more. A total of 460 in the channel. Freaking W. Let's get it. They're going right into their next game. Optic is likely in the middle of theirs. This is Oddball on Streets, Legend POV. I don't think we have any TSM POVs. We got to just steady Halo the whole way through. This is the beginning of the game, which is convenient, right?
Watch out purple.
It might be down max, guys. It might be down bottom mid. I'm not sure. Yeah, he has it, I think.
Change of Paluda. Welcome to the way, brother. Legend POV, Optic are excellent at Streets Ball. I don't think they've lost to SR. I think that's the only team that's taken games off Optic and Streets Ball.
Watch arcade.
Tires also. Two guys dead on you. Two guys dead end.
It's not. No. You're good, War Turtle. So it's not. I'm not trying to reverse psychology. Don't. Yeah, I agree. I'm looking nasty. Arcade, thank you for the follow. War Turtle, you're a goat, man. Forever. Doesn't matter.
With soccer and PD. PD big towers with soccer.
That was another 10, bro.
Do cafe, watch your cross.
How we doing?
Cafe with it.
Yeah, we're at 1478 out of
Cafe
1500.
watch it. One bullet.
Legend coming out with one bullet away from a double kill right there, and Optic not in position to clean it up. Tavis! Damn good Halo. Tavis Coup with the sub for 3 months in advance. Let's go, Tavis. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you for the tier 1 sub. All the prime subs, the tier 1 subs, they mean a lot, guys. We're trying to get 300 sub points for the next 3 months so that we're eligible for a little bit more on our Twitch revenue.
I'm trying to watch it, bro.
Legend just roaming solo on this side of the map, where it comes out with a trade at the very least. Almost still with ball time here. 36 and counting.
Dead.
How you doing, Ka?
Agent, how many guys in back feeding? One shot PD cherish episode.
Legend once again solo because he died so early in comparison to his team. He's fighting alone off his spawn here.
One shot.
Important 1v1 to win. The timing of his death staggers him once again. So Optic spawning as he's dead, right?
I think push up. I'm gonna go up, John.
Puts Optic in kind of a tricky scenario to push out the map. There we go. Now they can time their chow a little better.
Yo, dead end, John. Dead end. Make cherish. Going tires.
Gonna join Bound, who's alone on the perimeter here. I like this mid-map play. It's an even push in all lanes of the map here, leaving nothing unturned. 2 dead. Stuck by Soul Snipe randomly, though. 2v2 right now, Optic. How we doing, Mozart? Started watching this here. Huge fan. Thank you, Tavis. Your go, man. Appreciate it.
I have a cam for all purple. I have a really good
Got a lot of new viewers, people coming off of the YouTube homepage as well, which is cool to see. It inspires me to keep doing this, man. I look forward to going live these days. It's freaking incredible.
Dead. One more PD cell, John.
Renegade with
It's plants, I think.
some good multitasking here, right? Nading out Cafe, holding on to ball at the same time, making sure he's a useful part of the team.
Two dead end. One Cyrus.
This rapid legend is interesting. He spawns C and he goes wide in the back.
I died to rail. Rail watch across.
Cleans up Cherished as well, right? That awareness to know that if he's spawning Ivy, there's likely a player over on his red room opposite him on the map. Instead of just going back to his team to C stairs, he wraps wide and he takes a fight from the perimeter. Coming in with all the resources, catching TSM off guard. Let's go, Drew. I didn't hear that, brother. Fred, damn right, bro. You can say that again. Halo time.
I have respect.
Optic with a swift rotate with the ball back into C.
Spike street. Watch it, spike that.
Stalker's so powerful on this map, especially if you're accurate with it. Legend showcasing that. Good timing on his wrap, coming out with camo here. Player on trash. Tali gonna shut this down. Or not! Or not! Clear advantage! Getting a little ahead of himself. Legend coming out the center map, getting randomly naded. But shutting down Talik with a 3-shot. Getting away with murder. That should be round. Search bar and navigation bar stay up in theater mode. Now it's happening on my other... wait, what do you mean?
I'm gonna go left. One's gonna go red. Mikey.
Wait, what? What is that, Biggie?
I think driver.
Radiant, what's up, brother?
Red room.
If you guys are on YouTube, welcome. Feel free to hang out for a while. Happy Friday. Please like the broadcast. Please sub to the channel, guys. We're trying to build to 64,000 subscribers by the end of April. We're making good progress. We are halfway to 300. At 250 right now.
Watch out, Cafe. Watch out.
63, 250. Hey, doing K?
Top A right now, jumping out. A-team, agent.
Yep, Arlington next weekend. This is the build up to Arlington, right?
Agent with camo.
TSM coming out with a win on the opening strategy.
Laundry.
Optic are so quick to catch an important call out and then work together to kill it immediately, right? Like they all turned back and just destroyed that player on trash. Formal couldn't, get aggressive with that legend here though. Huge 1v1 if you can trade it. Looking for Soul Snipe. Soul Snipe dies to it. Nade at the very least. They did trade it.
Agent Druck.
Oh, Tali coming out with an important repulse sticky. They're going to get favorable spawns back A. Here's the TSM with one more time to defend this. Well, they'll be spawning by the time Optic collapses. Yeah, Bounce calling they might split C. One or two could split C if they push fast enough, right? The team spawning on top of each other in PD. Legend's starting to think about that driveway in a sec, I see.
7 weak cherish and twice. Top heaven, and one's main and
Oh, missed his timing.
Dead.
Awkward timing for Legend right there. Gets cleaned up. Bound gonna find an answer though. Got a death cam on the player back PD. Fucking Grizzly. We're gonna jump back to Nemesis SR after this, guys. It's hard to find a good balancing act with this, but Optic just happened to be right in the very beginning of their game, so it was convenient.
I try to be if you're flanking me. Be arrow and I don't know her.
I think we're gonna jump to last shots POV after this game finishes.
Watch it. I did not burn it. Spawning C, guys.
It's funny.
Making videos for Marathon. I'm streaming the reveal tomorrow as a co-streamer, I believe, guys. If you're just tuning in, Marathon reveal is tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern. I will be watching it live. I think I get perks if you watch on Twitch. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure that out.
Watch out, specs. Pop. Shady pushed me.
On the pillar really weak.
Nemesis are up 2-1 against Shopify. That's correct. And this round of ball is mixy, bro. Optic going 4 dead once again. TSM showcasing some efficiency here. They've had a staggered hold, but they maintained control on A side of the map this whole round so far. Legend's so patient, right? He's quick to move up the map, but he doesn't actually get aggressive until he's got a teammate holding his hand. They still drop. Quick 3 dead for Optic. Renegade center map, last alive, and cleaned up by Druck. Nice plays out of Druck. 17 kills. Is that Soul Snipe? I think on the top was 17, leading the board. Cherish now holding the ball. It's a good shot. Druck forces the trade, bro. The movement, right? We're seeing Druck, especially recently, come out with that That tricky jab step, strafe movement,
All weak chairs.
forcing a trade in that situation makes it difficult for Optic to
One check cafe.
get a clean collapse. They should be split to spawn C now, though.
One ATM. One's on shotty block and one spikes.
One
One three right. Three right.
I'm here, Sabri.
Committing to an Optic and a bait and switch themselves through P Street. Pinch coming in from caution, though. Cleans up Legend. The TSM, once again, they're a step ahead. Yeah, Scrim's definitely getting more competitive, right? We got a lot of different storylines and, a lot to talk about and think about kind of coming into next weekend, for sure. Can clean up on Drug. He's going to face another 1v1 right here.
Just ready. Watch out,
Camo now up. Numbers advantage Optic to get the camo and ball. This could be a ball setup with camo for Optic right here. Give me one concern I have for SSG. Just making sure they're on the same page and making sure the vibes are high and that they're very confident, in their they have like a good confident energy. Right now, Optic and SR have an energy that's like, hard to deny when they rev up.
He's front seat.
Okay, well, one's back.
Hope you're having a good day, Grizzly.
One's back PD, Mike Gibson. One's back Metallic.
Optic not getting anything off that opportunity, right? Not sure if they didn't cleanly get the camo. Looks like they should have had a ball hold there. Got 2 minutes left. 75 and counting for TSM. Getting close to closing it out.
Laundry one shot.
The tires. I don't know if it's him.
Shut down, bro. The team cross once again. Asai at a Legend. Let's get it, Kieran. Progress, brother. 90 and count. That's looking like round here. Legend does not have enough time to join the fray. He's hit. Yeah, that's a good slide to hit. The fastest route to get through mid was that slide that he just lined up. He's sprinting down the stairs on C and hugging, like lining himself up with the edge. So he's half his body's off the edge before he comes off with a curb slide. It allows him to slide off a higher height, basically. And the downslope of the ramp makes that possible, too. But yeah, if you can cut like that, slide off the staircase in the way that he did, you can zip all the way to laundry if you hit it correctly.
I heard you.
I'm looking at ball.
If you're trying to race to center map to join the team, that's the fastest way to do it.
I'm trying to go for it, John. One purple weak.
Worth practicing.
He's weak.
Legend collecting all the resources off the opening strat, right? Repulse, Stalker, Stickies, Flanking, Cherish. Looking for a win off this open. Do not die to Soul Snipe here. Drug kill, numbers advantage Optic. Talik finds a trade. So that one bullet should be an easy kill. Somehow Tala coming out with another pick.
This fancy dude.
Bro.
Going purple. Nice.
TSM have been hard to kill this game, right? Soul Snipe living much longer than you'd expect. And then that taking Optic's attention, they spawn C off the split. Legend's not ready for it. If Soul Snipe doesn't live like that, then they've got the freedom to start predicting spawns. But when TSM are working well together, things get mixy. Thank you, Viper. How we doing?
Absolute bottom C.
Sunday scrims against Optic. They were playing and holding hands, and Stellar was locked in. Yeah, I mean, that's, generally speaking, something that the top teams do by default. They play off each other well, but yeah, like that thing about being on the same page, right? That means timing your pushes effectively, having the same kind of game plan for all different types of scenarios that come up in the maps and game types. Wow, this positioning. Holy crap.
Like when he was alone.
Legend is the last guy alive on this side of the map, right? And TSM know that, so they're looking for him. Pretty sneaky position, bottom A, but TSM searching hard for Legend to make sure they shut him down off that 3 guys.
Okay, back
Checking all the corners here, Legend. Can't seem to find that player. He's up on the sign. It's Druck getting nerdy, bro. Cleans him up. No, this is not map 1. This is, check the score at the bottom. It's map 5. Maybe even map 6. I'm not sure. I think it's map 5. Oh, map 6 then. 3-2 Optic. Okay, we missed the map because we were watching SR Shopify. That makes sense. Yeah, they won the Fortress, I think. Which is a big deal if that's the case.
Are we pinching B or no?
One back, bro.
I'm not sure what Legend was thinking right there. He was looking at PD as if maybe they'd be flanking back A. I think knowing his teammates were pinching B, he didn't expect somebody to come from B in that moment.
Alright, try to break this. Get rail control real quick. I'm gonna come B steps. Hold.
One thing
Agent, one shot
Arcade,
drug.
we're cooking.
One shot, one shot,
One
one shot.
shot drug, absolutely. And one purple
Watch out,
pushing
watch
down,
out,
pushing
Oh my
down.
God.
Pause one.
Are you ready?
Crazy reach out. He needs help from formal here.
One shot.
I'm in a war, dude. Watch out.
In a war, comes out on top, though. Quick 3-dab for TSM. No play ball either. Talik once again killing Bound as a solo player.
No. Nice.
Yeah, Talik's been troublesome in this game, bro.
Alright, I'm gonna help you left, bro. It's gonna kill you.
Legend with no wasted time. You're gonna make moves up through B Street here.
You can shoot the guy red.
Shot him.
Watch his out, watch his out, watch his out.
Huge.
He said probably,
Yep, they got to be coming up P Street in a second and two.
One shot him. One shot laundry. One shot B stairs. One shot B stairs. One shot B stairs.
And Bayer pushed me. Yeah.
Which team has played the most scrims at this point? I don't know. Maybe SR overall because they started earlier, or like complexity or something.
We kill. When that's,
I don't know.
looking left.
Arcade, one shot.
Okay, then to it.
Cafe hiding, Cafe hiding, someone on the wall. Watch Cafe, someone absolute.
I'm trying to help you, man.
He's agent, I'm one shot.
Cafe, then.
Nice.
Okay, back here hiding probably.
Back.
Back here, drug, one shot.
Should be a good pinch here. Two dead.
One shot bottom C solid.
Dead.
Yeah, ball set up. Optic can pull away with a good 15 to 20 seconds here if they play this well. Camo coming up in 5 is here too. That B lane is completely open for a potential flank, and Legend keeping that in mind. Yep.
What happened to Camo, bro?
Camo's still there.
Camo's just sitting there.
Stairs.
Good flank out of Renegade, coming out with 2 kills. Optic advantage once again for Camo. Last player on rail. Yep, nicely done. 75 and counting. They could win the round with this. They got a good, healthy advantage. Legend's now on the perimeter of his setup. He's the rightmost player. Just got to make sure he's aware of that right-hand side here. They will eventually push out his Cafe.
Driver was one turn to you. He's full now,
He's already B. Actually, they're still.
Just by time, we need 10.
They could be opening PD if they walk too far away. Yeah, they're spawning in C now, and Legend rotates the ball towards the spawn of his teammates. Because he knows that by rotating that way, he's opening up the spawns behind him. Nicely done. They clean execution out of Optic, right? That patient play for the Camo, making sure they didn't die for free. They didn't grab it right away. Renegade came out with a flank. And Legend just kind of watching it, you know, with the oddball, making sure he's got good positioning. He's paying attention to his team and the spawns. We're going to do last shot POV. As they're about to jump into a game, this is perfect. Yep. It's like right in the middle of a epic moment in the song. Any Halo esports teams from Asia? No, back in Halo 5, there was like a world championship that included a circuit in Asia, I believe. But since then, we haven't had a presence like that in any Halo tournament. There might be people who, I assume there are people who play over there, but not pros as far as I'm aware. Isn't really a competitive scene. SSG's not playing today, guys. SSG, according to Snakebite stream, is playing tomorrow. No phase either, I think. This is SR Nemesis game like 4, game 5. What's the overall score in the scrim? Can we get an update on that? Optic are currently 4-2 versus TSM. SR, I'm going to make the assumption that they tied it up. Nemesis coming out on top in the opening strat, though. Here, Snipe Drone going to rip them a new one. 2-2. Okay, yeah, 2-2 in the SR Nemesis scrim. These are the main ones we're going to focus on. We got a lot of different POVs today. But there's also Mindfreak going down with LG. There's TD versus C9. Camo and snipe control. And Woodham has the snipe off the opening. This guy's cooking him. That's a 7-2 Slayer here so far. Oh my God. Thought he had the kill, so he looked away and hesitated. Definitely got to wonder if that shift over to the HQ for SR has any sort of negative impact on the team. They're playing on different setups than they're used to playing on. And that could be like an adjustment period, right? They're sitting side by side in Toronto right now. And the Nemesis also in an HQ, but they've been grinding for a few days now, so they probably built some comfort and chemistry playing together. They were looking not the cleanest versus Optic towards the end of the scrim just a couple days ago. Ryan Noob's team got picked up by Gen G, yeah. Which is cool to see. Gen G gold. We're getting cooked, bro. It's 17-4 versus SR. There's got to be an HQ specific concern here, right? Like, there's no way they're getting rinsed 18-4 on their home setups, you know? I feel like give them a couple days to get situated. It's just way too dominant. I think we should be watching Woodham. Chad, should we watch Woodham? It's 20-4, bro. 420 on the scoreline. Blazing, bro. Canada Ping? Canada Ping is good. He's on 22. I don't know if it's like an HQ problem, but like safe to say Woodham and team are looking way more effective. The stream is way louder too. I like that.
Halfway to victory.
What is happening? 25 now. 8-3 for Woodham. It's just looking way too comfy. 26. Getting rinsed. The speed of the repulse. Insane looking. Get right up in his face. Finds the trade as well. Woodham knows trades are money in this situation. They're up by 20. Just get in his face. Guarantee a kill. Nice movement out of Woodham. Sniper coming up. He's definitely playing for it. Top mid waiting on snipe. That player not going to get out for free. Nice beat down out of Frosty. Frosty finding an advantage. Going to come out with the snipe, but dies shortly after. Snipe drone with a pickup. SLG kills Cycle. That cleanup and cuts is going to come down here too. Yeah, Woodham just sitting on the elbow supporting it. Good shots out of Frosty. Oh, Woodham's an animal for sure. It's good that we get to see his POV a little bit. There will be an adjustment. There's definitely that's my only like assumption. We know how good SR is. They're not going to go 40 to 17. Like, hold on. Give these guys a second to figure out what's going on with their setup. Something's up. Crazy looking POV, bro. He almost snapped onto Turbine right there. Would have been nice if he got the kill. Must have heard a call out last second, right? QT off the spawn, plants it in the center of green. He's just waiting. He's going to skip the crush jump. He's going to do some crazy QT shit. Imagine the comeback out of SR. 42 to 24. There's no way, right? They're going to force trades. 3 dead. The flick speed, yeah. He like shoots dummies and then whips on to Turbine. Sheer amount of damage potential you have is pretty crazy. His sense is actually very high, yeah. I think he's on 1600 DPI or something like that.
Active camo inbound.
You can check his settings in his live stream. He controls it well, though. 49. Oh, if he got it. Low-key, I think he could have slid out slightly faster. But I don't know how you win that gunfight. They staked him. They just staked SR to go 3-2 in the series. All right, I'm just going to go back to form real quick.
Red elbow coming. Red elbow coming.
They're up 2 overs TSM and the CTF.
There's over one shot on a mid. One's on flag, guys. On flag.
Arcade or something, Super? I don't know. He shot.
Definitely getting the impression that there's something up with the HQ setups.
Let me close on elbow.
Red peak.
I'm one shot, bro.
Yeah, that's why you tend to see Woodham jump chow more often than a controller player. Jumping is risky. And Halo leaves you vulnerable too. An easy counterattack, right? But the amount of angles he can check in a single jump is like kind of crazy. And it makes the process of jumping, you know, more useful.
Do that. Let's go flag.
His stream said
perfect.
You might have it backward. I think because I'm pretty sure his stream said 1600 DPI just a second ago. Maybe we confirm it. Skeleton, how we doing? Getting closer, bro. We're about a week out. We're exactly a week out from Arlington.
On rockets down. On rockets, one shot truck. Top rockets. They rocket you, one shot truck.
Nah, you know what?
Let's go. Top rockets again. By the way.
Like,
do that.
I'm not going to make any sort of confirmation on,
mind you, top rockets now.
you know, based off one scrim. I think Nem is a threat, and I thought they were before the scrim happened, but that Slayer was, that was a little suspect, you know? Like, they beat them too badly.
I just got fucking naded, man. Don't die, your last two. Or elbow to flag, 2 elbow to flag. Low damage.
TSM in a couple seconds tied this up. We're gonna lock in. What the hell happened? Soul Snipe with a pull immediately. Cherish in the back of the base. Now one shot. Before getting pushed out through Snipe Street. He's not gonna focus on his lane.
Our snipe.
Not gonna clean him up. Make it 2 dead. Nice kills out of Optic to slow this down. Should be a win in the cave. Nice. Legend cleans that up. Optic gonna get the return on this and stabilize things. Yeah, something was falling apart there, bro. We looked away. They got 2 flags back to back. High DPA, but scaling it down to make MK. Yeah, that sounds correct. Make it feel smoother. Interesting.
He's going reception now.
Up rockets to our rocket share now. Druk. Going down our elbow. Our elbow Druk. Elbow Druk. John, trying to kill John. I'm looking at John. One shot John. I'm going to win. Their flag also.
Right, jumping, Mikey.
One's a snipe somewhere. Maybe maze. He's cave, I think, hiding.
Cave and flag. Watch out, cave.
Yep, Talik dead. Nice. Albo spawns here.
Yeah, do that.
Trades at the very least. Down pulling it towards Rockets. His teammate Renegade waiting up above. This is a good opportunity for a run here. They will be able to overextend to the other side.
More there. John stayed there. Our base one scamming.
Soul Snipe with the cutoff. Nice shutdown. Optic numbers advantage. Got coverage on the cave here too. Bound gonna try to collect a flag after Renegade dies. Does he get out through the elbow? He's getting nuked. Cherish kills Bound. Formal dies in the elbow. But Legend plants it in last second. Oh my god.
Were you one shot?
That's 2 shot.
Just keep running it in.
Last shot POV. Once again, we'll try and see if SR are looking a little bit better in streets. Formal doing whatever he could just to keep the run in play there. But good quick reaction from Bound to collect the flag off Renegade dying. Or to keep it going with Renegade dying. TSM almost shutting it down. Legend last second does get the plant in. Any thoughts on their FOV preferences? I don't know. I like Last Shot's FOV, bro. He's on 104. It's kind of like mine. He's one of the fastest players in the game, but he doesn't play on a high FOV. 5-2 in the Optic Scrim, 3-2 Nemesis, correct. This is the loudest audio I can get for Last Shot. I don't know what his settings are that have him so much lower than everybody else, but it's the loudest I can get. It's looking like a comfy lockdown from SR on the map, though. 62 and counting. Well-timed flank and shutdown at a Last Shot. Got damage in a snipe drone. Roll 2 up in top 8 and get the pinch. Trades with SLG. No way. What? Is that blanks? Or he hit body shots, I guess, right? That player's already a one-shot. It always trips me out how long it takes to get a kill with body shots with the Stalker, bro. It takes 3 body shots. It's like shooting a bandit. The Canada buff? I don't know, bro. They just got staked in Slayer. Maybe there's no issue with their setups, and Nemesis are just that good at live fire Slayer right there, bro. Kind of crazy to fathom. Good spacing on the fight with SLG, but he comes out on top. Icy 1v1 from SLG. Gonna reposition to Cafe. They got favorable spawns in the A side of the map here, I believe, too, with SLG's positioning. Yep. Red room spawn here for Last Shot. SR on top of Camo, though. Double stacking it to guarantee. Shut down SLG as well. Keep it Cycle alive. Gotta work off Cycle. Does he rotate ball to C here? Into P Street to C. Cycle needs help. Just doing everything to keep Cycle alive as the Camo player. Comes out with a kill on SLG as well. Looking for 2. Cycle 1 shot. Icy fight at a Cycle. He wins it again. That should be a ball setup for SR. Got timing for a rotate to C. Roll 2 holding it. At 80 seconds and count, SR looking to close this out. Gonna make the spawns mixy as he walks this direction. They could split to B beside him on his left. Gonna guarantee this kill, though, P and Cafe. Yep. Bro, the awareness at a Last Shot. Snapping back onto Glory here. That should be GG's, right? What's happening on the other side of the map? Frosty in a fight with Snipe Drone here. Glory coming out with that important kill. Samantha with the
That is
gifted.
just good Halo right there. That is just
Damn good Halo.
My God.
So much damn good Halo. Let's go, Samantha. Ice Kid, welcome to the way. I appreciate it. Welcome. Lock in, bro. 89 seconds. Almost about to close it out here. Them doing everything they can to hold on. They're getting favorable spawns beside the oddball to defend it. From the high ground here, Cycle coming out with SLG. Last shot guarded by Royal 2 on the push through B stairs. Here comes Frosty with the cleanup. Any 20 gifters? Ooh, I like that energy. Last guy in C. You get pinched by Cycle Royal 2 at the same time. What do you do? Where did he go? Somehow getting ripped by Snipe Drone, right? There was somebody hiding in C. I don't think they killed him. He managed to survive at Commando. And then 5 by Snipe Drone center map. This has got Mixie all of a sudden. Coming out with a stick there. Frosty does trade it, but Nemesis on top of the ball. And they'll get team spawns. Ice Kid teaming with Leaderness and Glitchy for Arlington should make it up out of open. Yeah. Does he, do you know if he's still, if he's even lurking in the chat? Do you still play on Xbox, Ice Kid? He's one of the few people I know that played Xbox at a really high level. Whenever somebody says, like, can you be competitive on Xbox, he's usually the one I'm referring to. I mean, War Turtle, I won't stop you, brother. Yeah, I guess we're... He did it!
That is just good Halo right
It didn't
there.
take much, huh?
Damn good Halo. My God.
Holy shit! 15 hundo! War Turtle! Jeez, bro. Oh my God. War Turtle with 20 gifted. Panda, Mango Sauce, Zayd, Synox, Bongo, D-Nice, Elite, Wild, Verdant, Rando, Carl. Holy shit, man. Aday, Ben Wild, Raz Al Ghul, Menon, Batbrain, Miles, Seven Demons, Immortal, and Epic Baby Ozzy. Welcome to the fucking way. It's worthy of an F-bomb, right? Holy shit. Holy shit, War Turtle. I don't even know what to say, man. Is that 500 gifted subs total that he's dropped, bro? 480. Holy shit. 1,500 pog. Oh, my God. This guy's a goat. I appreciate you so much, man. Ooh. Whole B side of the map is open here. Last shot sees it. Yep. 20 off of 500. Yeah. Yeah. No. You're not doing it again, are you? Deal with the prime sub. Deal. Let's go. Welcome.
That is just good Halo right there. That is just damn good Halo.
No, he
My
did
God.
it. This fucking guy. War Turtle with another 20. Oh my God.
That is just good Halo right there. That is just damn good Halo. My God.
500 gifted in the channel. That's insanity. Is there like a second level of VIP? Is there a second layer to VIP? I don't even know, bro. Go J-Rock, Shepherd, Marshall, Pinch, Pandemic, Dog Daddy, Delicious, Hostile, Ping Pong, Horrendous, Smokebreaker, Bloom, Elias, Hefty, Banky, Fiero, Man with Stash, Dubster, and J-Blast. Holy shit. Okay, we got to do some more coaching or something, man. My God, bro. Man just evolved into a Blastoise. Yeah, he's literally spraying the chat. Oh, my God. I don't know what to say. Executive VIP. All right, you own the channel now, War Turtle. You can be. You're Shyway now. What do you know, you call the shots. War Turtle for president. Insanity. Insanity. All while we say it here. Nemesis just trying to get a foothold in the game, guys. Only 500 away from 1K. Is that a challenge? We got to make a new goal, though. I don't know. Like, I don't know how we consistently manage to grow the sub number. What we do, I guess War Turtle is a huge part of that. But like the other day, we lost over 200, and I was thinking, okay, there's no way we maintain this, right? We were at like 1,600 something. And we've, like, regained so quickly. It's nuts. Just gotta keep going and just have faith. You know, shit's just gonna work out. I don't know. You guys are incredible. 60 and counting here for SR. Looking more and more cozy as this game goes on. The consistency is key for sure. That's one thing that we brought this year that we've never brought before, is just being here like basically daily.
This is the way.
Thank you, Marty.
This is the way.
My spoon is too big.
This is the way.
That's okay, bro. Just get a bigger bowl. 72. Camo coming up here too. Ooh, I like that. Does not play for ball. Immediately grabs the shroud, picks up camo. Now the most important player on the map here. Glory coming out with an important pick. He's going to throw that out the courtyard. Yeah, just send it close to the team. Find a kill. Good intel on Woodham. Not going to overstay his welcome as well, right? He's super elusive here. He might get shot in the back from C. Or the timing is perfect. They could, like, they've all come out through the perimeters, right? So he's behind enemy lines. Oh my God, he's rinsing him, bro. Out of the beatdown range for the double. Pre-nade in for snipe drone. Make it 3. That's a late triple. Spawns potentially in cafe. Or C. He catches the C spawn. Gonna wrap to P Street to cut this off. Clinic by last shot for sure. Yeah. Making sure he's not taking too much damage and he's not lingering too long with one fight. You got to see the wider picture, right? Nemesis is going to time their push together through all the different lanes in the perimeter. By jumping over Woodham's head in the way that he did, and then coming up through B stairs, he actually got behind the whole push. Even though he's back facing the open C spawn, it was all timing, right? 3v2 here. Frosty with the pick as well. Looking for the 4th. Cycle gonna suppressive fire C. They're spawning a PD. Now last shot gonna wait for the PD spawns. There it is. Like clockwork. Back A as well. He can pinch the back A. SLG might get out through center map. Cycle's going to look for him, though. Dies, though. Spawn's now flipping to C, and Nemesis have an opportunity to hold the ball. Collapse didn't quite go through as intended, right? If you get too aggressive on the spawns and don't come out with a win like that, now it's an uphill battle. They're managing okay. Got over the perfectionism? Yeah. It is more important to be consistent than perfect. You're right. That has been the biggest change this year, for sure. Take it to the way, I guess. But it's that good kind of drug. Wait, is that such a thing? It's a healthy addiction, okay? Clean. It's looking like GG's, bro. 30 seconds to make an impact here for Nemesis, and last shot looking a little bit too locked in. Glory off the late jump finds the win in the 1v1. Not cleaned up by a teammate. Not sure if Glory just jumped back into the tires window. Royal 2 does find it. 25 seconds. They're just bait and ball at this point. Favorable spawn here for last shot. In a great position to deny him up the P Street. So quick to pay attention to comms here, right? 2 shots into P Street. He knows Royal 2's death. Backs up a step. Looks for the player on the right-hand side. Not going to take unnecessary damage. Thank you, Sens. SGG's, bro. Playing the ball just in case. Right into the crossfire, Royal 2. This guy doesn't miss. 3 seconds to close it. And SR. They tie the scrim. They're back in this. I'm not sure what happened with the Slayer, right? That Slayer was so lopsided, it was surprising, but they're looking more like themselves in that matchup. That was convincing. They'll come out on top. I wish Last Shot's stream was a little bit louder. I'm not going to lie. This is just about over. Optic about to close this game out here. 249. Hold on. It's a double cap into BC. Formal and team at 249 here. TSM could win this with their hold in the map. Finds 2, though. Hold on. Soulside with the kill on Legend. Huge kills out of Formal for the triple. NC. Splitting spawns to OS or A right now. This is GG's. They're going to take it. Formal off a triple in the last couple seconds. Saves the game. That could have been a nightmare scenario.
I fucked up at one point.
Holy
and
shit.
Also, like, bro, when it's 1 point left, we cannot like wrap C like that instead of like defending A. Like that was so bad. Like they just like pushed A randomly and it worked because like just wrapping C.
That's a good way to look at it, Eli.
No.
Who did that?
I guess this idea that playing against different competition can lead to a different evolution in the meta and strategies potentially.
Yeah, like when
I'm in the
like,
kill feed a
like,
bit. That's right, Jordy. Yeah, depending on the POV I'm on, it's like all over the place, right? I kind of want to jump back on Optic, but the timing of the games is now lining up, right? We got so many different things we can cover. This is Woodham POV. Yep. Aqua CTF. Tiebreaker once again. Hit by second EU team. Didn't have an org. Yeah. Hopefully they get one. We're seeing last minute orgs come out, right? Ryan Noob's team getting picked up last minute. Hopefully Lethal sees the same. And, you know, maybe something will happen for Pippa too. Someone needs to coach Woodham to fix his bitrate. Oh, yeah. His, I know, bro. It says 1080p, but it's all grainy and yeah, it's a bitrate issue.
Not today, friend.
Make that clean POV look just a little cleaner, bro. The gameplay's there. Video quality, not quite. Flanking it back yellow here. Big 1v1. Absolutely decks him, bro. That tracking on the headshot on Frosty mid-slide. Not having any of it. Right into a flag run. Nicely done. He's got coverage from Nemesis as well. That's a clean run off the opening. He made quick work of Frosty, bro. Frosty tries to hit the G-slide. Couldn't even get a meter. Yeah. Shit is just versatile. Oh, that time he gets the vengeance, though. Frosty coming out with 2. Thrust pick up there, too. Still plenty of time. Camo advantage for SR. Nice. 2 dead right now, SR. Cycle gets a trade. This player's alone in the util. Lost a teammate, though, to center map. Where is Cycle, bro? Cycle on some sort of a hinge? He does randomly struggle to land some headshots, yeah. That's like an M&K thing, too, right? Like, some of the stuff he does is pretty insane, and then other times, in circumstances where pros would just very quickly clean up the kill, it takes him like an extra second, and that's a big deal. Nice movement, though. Stuff like that, too, like jumping over Cycle's head and then looking straight down immediately, right? He's got a flexibility in the close quarters beatdown trades that Cycle doesn't really have. It's M&K, that's why, Tim. But yeah, even for M&K, he's on a pretty high sense. No, it's not necessarily like an aim. I mean, there's that aspect to it, I guess, but yeah, it is aim assist related to an extent. Yeah, Rice, Scoobmeister, they've been playing today too. But Woodham is an alien. Yeah, I wonder what the difference is with Rice and Scoobmeister on their sensitivity and just the overall like look at their gameplay. Anyone popping off? You're looking at him. This guy right here. Generally the highest damage dealer on Nemesis, Woodham. Not sure if he's main Slayer, but he puts up the numbers. Just the flexibility on his POV, you can see why he's able to deal so much damage. Best MK player from NA? That's a good question. I have no idea. The nade's enough. Nice evasion. Finds Royal too, though. Cool, 2 dead. The Commando pretty strong with this peripheral, right? Yeah. Use this as inspiration, right? Any M&K players saying the peripheral is not competitive. Obviously, there's not too many people doing what Woodham's doing, but he makes it look, you know, attractive. This Commando and M&K seems like fun, too, right? It just shreds. 3-3, bro. Falling off? I don't know about that. They're in their Toronto HQ. So there's definitely an adjustment, is my assumption, but Nemesis are, you know, they're a threat. They'll give some teams trouble at the Arlington Major for sure. Yeah, active is good. Yeah, I didn't consider that. That kind of flexibility to rotate the flag, but then check to your right, right? He's like sliding, picking up flag, and getting like a full, like multiple corner, like check without wasting time. Definitely the real deal, yeah. That's 2 flags. SR in position to get a quick counter pull here, though. Defensive play coming out of Glory. Glory can shut that down and slow that flag cap. You'd think that player got out through car 1. They're likely going to cap it. Yep, all players of Nemesis regrouping in blue here. Last shot getting back down to the doorway. That snap on his head, bro. Goes for the ego chow and finds it. Sniper drone now left alone to play defense here, though. Yeah, well, once again, it's the way that Halo works as a game and what aspects of gunplay are prioritized in this game versus other shooters, right? Like, it is nice to be able to whip around and put damage on the whole lobby, but generally speaking, like, good Halo, you know, the targets are in front of you. You know where to anticipate fights. You don't need to whip around all the time. Throwing flag and doing 180s, yeah, right, to participate in gunfights. That's shit that you wouldn't even think to do when you're on controller. You're like, let me just run the frickin' flag, bro. Put it down, maybe take a fight after I put it down. Necromancer, thank you for the follow. Welcome, brother. Uh-oh. Momentum. SR coming out with car 1 here. Flag run. Should be guaranteed. They're wrapping back to the base to make sure they get kills and that nothing else happens here, right? Guarantee their base. Once they do that, then hopefully they can retake the map. But SR putting a lot of pressure on. Last shot coming out with another pick. Checking his corners. Nice awareness. There's definitely a death cam on him. Peek shots as well. Glory going to try to clean it up here. Flag coming up P side this time. Util spawners. Going to be difficult to run the flag this way unless Frosty goes crazy. Frosty with 2. Big double. Gets his shields back. Looking for the flag now too. SLG in front of it, right? Is he going to stop the run? Sniper drone dies. Woodham has to overextend without... Oh my god. Royal 2's camping car 2. They're in the blender now. SLG dying last second. That will be a touch for SR likely. Yeah, Royal 2 sitting, crouched in the corner of S2, getting the back smack on Woodham. They got a chance to plant the flag. Nemesis in a better position to retake and counter cap this time. Skill jump up the window. Is that snipe drone getting involved to the window? We'll go for... I don't know, he's getting crazy back there. Trade center map here. Snipe drone's still alive in the base. Frosty kills him. Yeah. I mean, good awareness by Royal 2. He knows exactly what to expect. Like, if they're running a P side, the car side spawns open, there's a high likelihood at least one player is overextending car lane to cut the flag off. So, just an easy opportunity to slow play the perimeter and play wait for a backswing. I start now leading. Long-range gunfights with M&K? Oof. That's one situation where I feel like there might be a real advantage in the bandit gunfight is long range. Okay. Frosty beat down on the flyby. Remember, this man plays 120 FOV as well, so everything looks so quick. The speed of his gameplay. Bro's flying out center map, watching P-Door. Is Nem actually good? They are actually good, yeah. They're a collection of 4 of, like, arguably the best European players. Like, the best players in the region right now. Some great players on Pippa as well, but safe to say this is a real EU super team. Scuba's he's in Mindfreak. That's a different team. He is Aussie. Woodham is Finnish. This is looking grim. Advantage SR once again. Doesn't get the cleanup on cycle. Like, that's a headshot that I feel like a controller player might hit, right? Like a formal or somebody would get that cleanup 5-shot kill. Stall the flag on its run. Not stalling the flag in that circumstance is a guaranteed cap, right? So there's certain circumstances where, like, I don't know, the M&K peripheral kind of hurts.
Active camo available.
Nemesis with Legend, it'd be cool. All right, what can they do in 2 minutes? He's gonna get cooked. He's got to jump out. Nice help from the team, drawing attention. Suppressing fire here gives Woodham a chance to roam. Big 1v1. He wins it on Frosty. Getting crossed out from blue. Roll 2 overextends. He's in the back of the base. Walling things off. SLG coming back to collect him. Does pull a flag for a bait. Nicely done in a Royal 2, but they might be able to get this through. They got a clear advantage. I get stopped in the car lane. I like that nice high car run. Glory with some beautiful movement. At a Glory that looks sick. He hit some kind of a G-slide off top car and then landed on the sub below and connected a second slide, bro, while juggling flag. They got a minute left. Woodham in the base. They got to somehow transfer this. The Scrim versus Optic. Optic, like, 12-2'd them or something like that. Like, it was actually pretty confident on Optic side. Versus Nemesis. The Scrim is already closer than the Optic one. But again, SR is in the headquarters right now, so... Toronto headquarters. I don't know if that affects their gameplay at all. 40 seconds to close. Wait a second. SLG with the pickup. They're all dropping, though. They're getting util spawns to work together. Got to somehow fend off the flag. These spawns are really helpful, right? Snipe drone nearby. Woodham spawning with a sight line to defend it. Coming up through util. Top connector. 25 seconds. SR coming out on top here. 3 dead. Yep. Gonna double stack the flag. Did they go for a pull? Why even bother, right? Should be GG's. We got a last second overextend from Nemesis to get to the flag with 10 seconds left. They might be able to create a standoff situation. SR likely still lingering in blue base, though. Did they come back? They came back to car. Final second, you're going to see a pull. But will it matter? Yep, at 0. At 0, they pull it. The snipe drone's alone. There's no saving it. Good effort. Good effort out of Nemesis right there, but looks like SR gonna pull away.
We're not gonna get the hill in one break. Like we just need to give up the hill, play for a kill. Like even if they like half cap it or like 75%, it's okay. Like if we literally 4 dead them and get camo, we'll literally just like get the hill for free.
Chat, Legend, Renegade, or Formal? 1 for Formal, 2 for Legend, 3 for Renegade. In the chat, we're watching Optic next.
Because we tried to like save the.
That was super close. 0. A lot of 3s in the YouTube chat. A lot of 3s in the YouTube chat. A good amount of... Okay. We'll do Renegade. Renegade POV. Thank you for your contribution, Dachinsky. Dachinsky. Mama. Let Mama know. We're live. Let Mama know. I don't know who Shay is, but I'll take a boom. What's up, brother? Renegade POV. Optic getting deep in the scrim at this point. Should get an update on the score.
I'm gonna Jack. I'm sitting on him. He went jump bridge.
The fridge.
P inbound.
I'm good, bud. I'm right back now.
It's 6-3 Optic.
RP, watch out. RP shoot weak, going P1 weak. RP, watch out, waves 3. On heat wave, back shoot weak, going P1 weak. On heat wave 3. On heat wave, back to P1 jump. Watch out the P1 jump. I'm on P1 center.
Bro, my bad. I got like 2 audios playing.
Up in the cameras,
This
right?
is the way.
Yeah.
Inside the comms, bro.
P1
Skull. Thank you for the follow, brother.
One's
Yeah, that's my bad. I got the score updated.
Okay, top car.
P jump, P2. P2 tele, one shot. P2. Our calls also weak there.
Nades.
Wait.
Nades. Nades from Jack.
Orange.
They're high, one shot.
My God!
What?
Bro, hits the late jump into the back spec. It looks like his mouth's not even moving when he's calming, by the way.
I'm okay. Yeah, he's
Want me to plant?
Yeah, come in.
Yeah, I don't know.
Bro, that was an insane sequence right there. G-slide outkills Cherish. Bound takes Talik. They got presence in the base. Fridge spawns here with a Mixie.
One's a flag, I think. The flag.
You're good,
Yeah,
bro.
That flag.
Back flag weak. Watch out, back
Watch
flag,
out,
watch out, back
watch
flag.
out.
Block gen.
This gun looks wild.
Blocking gen, guys. I'm blocking gen.
I'm getting bottom.
I'm again.
They're gonna split spawns.
Shrimp.
You want like RP?
He's dead.
Kind of a weird scenario
Oh
here.
no, yeah, and gen.
Oh fuck.
Here. It's great.
Okay.
More gen, let's go.
No.
Oh my god.
You gotta fight that guy.
Drawing a lot of attention. Yeah. What can he do at this point? He's solo. POV's so chaotic right now, bro. Yeah, it looks like it does look like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle gun, bro.
You're on gen.
I don't know about that push out P Street, right? Like I guess I understand why he did it, but he flipped the spawns to util, and it's easier to fight for the bomb when you're spawning util.
He's just one shot P1, Mikey. So, and their brick was weak.
From base.
Yeah, fuck. He's going RP.
Our shrimps too.
Our shrimps are running ball. Another one's like our brick.
Yeah, Renegade's on a much lower FOV.
Absolute number flag.
Doesn't change the fact that he's moving like a demon. Most SRs struggle, right? Yeah, pretty much.
It's 2%.
Early in a scrim for sure.
You side and off flag.
Good flexible, yeah.
Green better.
Gen full flag.
Camo flag. Camo on you, Gen.
Bro, do you get tagged front and the back? Yeah, having the comms is fun for sure.
Look at ball, Sibby.
He gets shot to his right hand side off spawn and then turns around. He's shot from util or from shrooms. TSM just all over him. Yeah, first scrim, new environment. Like, yeah, you can't. It's hard to just chalk it up and say like they're
Backshrooms in the window. Backshrooms.
make an assumption about their overall performance or chemistry.
Move on.
P1. I'm gonna
Our P1 tower's on me, dude.
Yeah, TSM can take games off Optic. This is not new. This has been happening the last couple weeks, right? They had like 4 or 5 wins on Optic in their last scrim.
From base.
Everyone.
One from base.
TSM 5th place, I would say. In my expectations, I expect them to be, 5th with a chance at breaking top 4.
P1 also slide one.
Optic did not scrim yesterday, no.
Drexel first spawner.
Go through.
Ready.
Or one crown weak drop.
All the teams are freaking good at this point, exactly.
Probably more gen, guys.
Saying that like Optic is weak because TSM is taking games, I don't know, bro. TSM is definitely a threat.
You dead, guys. Let's go gen. We actually
Yeah. This should be an opening though. Soulsnipe wins his fight with Bound and Gen, gonna slow things down a little bit, playing his life as long as he can. He's getting good patience for Renegade to not drop and chase him, right? Stayed up above, waited for a second, he came back to him. Don't chase, attract. Triple!
They're gonna spawn fridge if you're broken gen.
First spawn for the last one. Drunk gets a kill in formal somehow. No way! Oh, what? Bound! Bound somehow kills 2 where Renegade's finessing in the hill. What happened? That's pure passion right there. Triple and a cap. You gotta love the fact that he didn't give up on the cap, right? He didn't drop the ball. He just went all in for it.
Watch up, I couldn't give it. My game crashed.
I'm done.
His game? His whole stream crashed.
Game crash?
Yeah.
Bro, after all that?
Yeah, he's good.
No, crash.
He's good.
No.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right, we're gonna go back to that, but real quick. Stronghold's recharge. Very confident map for Shopify. You'd expect them to come out on top of this, but Nemesis has been giving him trouble. With the game crash, they're gonna reset that. We'll come back and watch the Optic game, but trip cap off the opening of Nemesis versus SR. How we doing, Aaron? What I got planned for the weekend? We're watching the marathon reveal tomorrow, and then apart from that, I'm not sure. That was filthy. Yeah, we got everything, bro. 80 and counting as they dominate the game somehow? What is happening? Woodham with the look away strike. Not quite going to work out. Should get an alpha sign up? That'd be sick. Yeah, I might be a co-streamer for the reveal. Trying to figure that out. That's true. Quadrant was like one of, if not the top team in the league in strongholds at one point, right? They had lost like only 1 or 2 throughout the season in tournament. They had like they had an insane stronghold stat, basically. Trip cap for trip cap, though, right? SR putting the pressure back on him. How do they break it? He's shooting ghosts here. There's no way we're going to see camo on his POV, that's for sure. Like, actually getting camo eyes on this quality? Oh, no, I lost control. Where the hell did he go? He's literally here, though. Oh, this is last shot. Oh, my God. I don't want to miss the... Bro, they tied it in seconds. Still holding the trip cap, shutting down Woodham off spawn twice in a row. Yeah, people have no idea what to expect from Europe, so they're, you know, surprised to see it. But if you've been following these players since the first year of Infinite, you would know they're a threat. Clean. No, not clean. That's an M&K moment right there, right? That's a 1v1 that he lost. Just could not find the head. Very quick movement, though, out of Nemesis to correct the situation before it got out of hand, right? They saved A. Split spawning in C. Somehow catching a player. Is that a tower spawn, right? They're covering all corners of the map. There might be a chance that player spawned tower. Awkward positioning, if so. Unclean. Yeah, bro. Oh my God, snipe drone? Wait, bro, he got a headshot with the shock and he got a chain, like, what's it called? Interlinked, right? He got a double with a single shock shot. If a player's nearby and you hit somebody with shock, they get an interlinked chain damage. The Shopify kryptonite, yeah, maybe. At 143, they did save the map for a second there. The shock went down, though. Not sure if SR picked it up. Frosty just walking this down. They do come out with a trade. A control, though. They'll stop the bleeding, or slow the bleeding at the very least.
Another one down.
Glory just trying to help the team secure B here, but last shot getting the last second beatdown on snipe drone. Should be weak at the hill. How does Woodham play this? Grapple? Perfect. Grapple on M&K? This should be interesting if he stays up. Oh my God, he's cooking. Couple peek shots into A here. Teammate gonna get into B. Should be able to fight for C. Is he gonna grapple? He's probably gonna use it in a second. How are we doing this? He's manning bat ledge. He will be pushed out pipes. Cycle gets an opening pick. Clean shots out center map to kill Cycle off the comms. Grapple up the top A. Yeah, nice and easy. Can he shoot the nades? Nope. Now he does. Gotta get out with his life. SLG with a cleanup on Rel 2. Save on B. C is getting captured here, though. They catch C in the meantime. Last grapple into A we go. Chasing down a weak player in elevator. Not gonna let him get away with it. In a fight like that with M&K looking straight down, it's awkward on controller. But Woodham, I think, showcasing the convenience of having M&K in that fight. Full quadrant plus Wood. Not quite. You got Glory as well on this team. Glory snipe drone. My God. Yeah, it's that right there, right? Good cleanups though, despite it.
Shop rifle available. Active camo available.
Bro, we're invested now. It's a completely different team than the quadrant. It's SLG, Woodham. Snipe Drone was not on that quadrant roster, and neither was Glory. Unless we're talking about last year. It's last year's quadrant. My bad. It's last year. Yeah. Not the quadrant with Legend. That's a very different team.
Stronghold Bravo is ours.
Yeah, there was another version of quadrant last year before the team left the esport, right? There was one more quadrant. Nemesis is a European team, correct? 202 now is SR lead. Seen some highlights out of Woodham for sure, but not enough to save the game. Nice shots out center map here. Last shot dead. Interesting rotation from Woodham. Giving up a lot of the map here. Cleaning up roll 2 out back C. That player is alone in B. Still caps it, though. Nicely done. Bro just chases him down. Should be spawning long haul here. No way. Oh, what? What? Oh my God. 3. Holy shit. They're spawning gold. Yep. Hey, oh, no, pipes. Pipe spawn? They're blocking everything. They're going to be long haul. They left long haul.
Done yourself today.
What the fuck was that? He got over Frosty's head. $199 and counting.
The enemy has captured.
I'm gonna lock down on the map now. Doesn't even care. Takes the trade bottom mid with Royal 2. Should be able to get a reset on C here. Cypher dies in B. They got AC hold. Collecting time. Gonna take the lead of this raid. Glory with a big kill on last shot. They're cooking him all of a sudden.
Active camo available.
Nah, Frosty didn't see him. He was above his head. Somehow completely whiffed it.
Enemy team scoring.
Oh my God. All of EU boot camp. Yeah, EU and Australia team boot camping too. Despite all that effort, did they lose it though? Oh my God, he just got cooked. 236 and counting. They will trade B for C. They're in A now. Sniper with a big kill. SR taking B while it happens. It's a race, bro. Lost his teammate in C. Weak players left to fight. He's coming here looking for Royal 2. Royal 2's going to come right back into the action from Silo or something. Frosty out for mid-map. Cleans it up. 244 and counting. It's looking like it's going to be GG's. Some moments of brilliance out of Woodham. Not enough to save it. We stuck with that longer than anticipated. We're back to Renegade. I guess they skipped the Aqua Bomb game, right? They didn't come back to Aqua Bomb, did they?
Dying in the back.
TSM is 1 flag in, and CTF Fortress.
Our archers or something. Our left archers. I don't know what's called now.
Our ring two going out spiral. Out of spiral. We can
Two spiral.
No SSG today.
2 door spiral. 2 door
back
spiral.
flag. It's back flag. One shot. Shot basement.
One's going to go. Their porch.
Ring run, Vic.
Yeah, definitely a close game.
There's something as well. There's something as well.
I'm not.
TSM giving Optic a lot of trouble. Just like Nemesis giving SR trouble, bro. Competitive series today.
Spiral like stiff, yeah.
Or scrims today.
Come on.
May get shot.
Getting better on Fortress. They won the Fortress Bomb today, so maybe. But they're losing the game currently on CTF.
One snapping.
Wow, ring two.
One's just sniping us one. Snapping us one.
What? What?
I never saw the ring through guy.
He's done.
Struggling with Tala comes out with it.
I'm in
Optic Nuno. What is that?
Spiral Wick. Spiral Wick. He's a spiral.
Watch out. Just dead.
Okay.
Yeah, one's no man. No man snapping. Go to heart. Snapping to heart. Kill spiral.
Like our, okay, wait, so like.
Thank you, Optic Nuno, for the follow.
Is like
I'm not sure where that Twitch link is.
One's I'm not sure which side he's sniping on.
Chance Nemesis' top 3 team? I don't know about that. They got some proving to do. Top 6? Yes. Top 3 would be surprising, but not impossible.
Porch. I can come up.
I will not. Shut up, I will not. You have to give a lot more subs. Optic coming out with OS here?
One more the flag.
I would say TSM is top 5, top 6, yeah. TSM and Nemesis with a similar opportunity to, you know, surprise us at Arlington. They're in a similar spot, in my mind, at least. Nicely done at a legend. Clean run, bro. Off the OS pickup, he gets out quick. 1-1 Optic.
I know where they are. Okay, spiral.
We gotta update the scores for the scrims. Disappointing. Nice. One on drug, one in the tower.
Our flag on me, our sniper something.
Competition for last Sunday. Team might be the highest in Infinite. Chinsky. Thank you for the follow, brother. Welcome. What do you mean, the SSG matchup on Sunday?
Nice, man.
Optic versus SSG on Sunday last week was sick, bro. I do not speak French, though.
Our porch and ring 2. Yeah, and one missing as well. Still weak, church. One turn two.
Renegade with a touch.
Ring 2 guys.
Back base. That was the one missing. The former was calling out. Soulstep hiding in the base. Saved the last second. They should be able to plant this, though. TSM getting kills across the map here, though. All 4 dead Optic. Immediate counter cap out of TSM. Nice execution. There's no saving it. If he kills Soul Snipe, don't do it. Not the greatest shots out of Renegade right there. Does not clean up Soul Snipe.
Ring two church.
There's more shot.
Yeah, there's another one.
Look at hellbound.
Ring 2. Ring 2.
Ready, ring 2. Ring 2 chairs. Dead.
2-2 now.
Low spiral.
Last guy's Talik spiral.
He's on
Our back flag done. Two,
Chairs, just
done.
two.
And one twice.
Ready.
Soul Sniper Talik? Bro, the bait and switch, these guys are getting crazy in the bottom of the base. Talik finds it. They might get a staggered pull from that situation.
Man, one shot up porch.
CJ, thank you for the follow, brother. Welcome. Appreciate it.
There's one.
They have West probably going for it. West probably going for it.
Yeah. Hey, where's the back flag? On our flag. Our back flag on.
See him getting hot, bro.
Our flag with us right now.
On OV. Is that OV?
Yeah.
At OV.
They're just difficult to deal with in the base, right?
One drop. One. Quick, on me.
Yeah, two shots.
Huge killing Cherish if they can find him, right? Cherish is pushed up the map with the sniper. Where is he? He's behind him. Cherish dies to Legend. That's sniped down. Legend now has snipe. Doesn't get to kill. Soul snipe. Cleaned up by Formal. Optic doing everything they can just to wall him off in the base, bro.
To the bond Cherish, absolute guys.
Yeah, on me.
Ready, good?
Yeah, I'm coming.
He's got 4 shots. Somehow hits it.
The bond again, and one right side of me somewhere.
Two or porch. Or there's. See there.
What's up, Mikey? One shot, ring 2 or wall. All wall, one shot. Ring 2
One shot her.
Oh,
Dude,
dude, the comms out of Optic are intense right now, right? Like,
He killed me, bro. He's weak. I shot him at least once.
Watch out, this guys.
Mikey.
I don't know.
Our basement.
Okay, ring 2.
Ready.
They're fully locked in.
Stop spiral on it.
Stop far weak. Yep, I'm coming.
And ring 2, weak
Our basement still. Basement.
Yep, 2. This is big. Opening for Optic right here. Armory control as well.
Ready. I'm trying to look.
No idea where he's going.
Watch.
Let's spiral.
Here.
Dead. One shot.
What?
Front base. Talk.
Spiral.
Where the fuck did you just go?
No, there's one too.
Bro.
One shot.
And then Druck up above. Talik lived. Druck with an insane freaking 360 repulse. What was that? Trades with Formal. Talik with the pick. This is last stuff for Optic watching the flag. This Legend. All of a sudden they're in trouble once again. Oh, it's popping in less than 10 seconds. I don't know, bro. You can't kill Talik twice. They're going to run it off this in a sec. TSM OS control? TSM OS control. Yeah, GG's. There's no stopping it, bro. Big nade. Good damage on Soul Snipe. It's not going to be enough. He's going to get cut off on the overstand. Bro.
What the fuck?
Dude, like, the fact that Druck is...
I don't know how Talik never died either.
Every game is a war. Talik somehow living screwed up the whole play, right? Renegade dropped to chase him there. And then Druck all of a sudden in armory above him cleans it up. Talik nowhere to be found. Comes back into the fight, full shields later. With the OS, bro. He was having trouble cleaning up like some of the important shots, right? Killing Soul Snipe with a 5 off the flag rotate as well. He had the lineup, didn't find him. You got to be so perfect with your execution or else the game just slips away from you. Not a good map for Optic, I agree. They're generally better in CTF than bomb, so it's interesting that they won the bomb today. All right, score updates here. I think it's either 6-4 or 6-5 at this point. It says 6-4 on Data Hive. We'll see if there's another update. 5-3 right now. Shopify versus Nemesis. This is Last Shot's POV. With the loudest audio I can get here. They're doing team skins in like the summer or something. I saw a post from Divian or whatever. He replied to somebody's comment. And he said they're working on it, but it's looking like the summer is when the team skins are coming out. So a little bit late to the... you know, it's unfortunate, but at least we're getting them. Ignore Legend's comms. Legend was alone in the armory at the very end there, and he picked up off somebody else's comm, right? Yeah, I don't know if it's ignoring his comms, but Legend is the quietest on the team, and I feel like Formal and Bound get heard first, you know, just because of the, you know, the emphasis behind what they say. Big opening here for Last Shot. Woodham cleans up Frosty. They trade, actually. We're going to give up the hill. Glory gets out the hill to clean up Last Shot. Isolate the camo. Lives to tell the tale. Fastball out of cycle. He's that weak off the beatdown. And the nade cleans him up. They might be able to save the hill. Snipe spawns. An excellent starting point. Beautiful rotate out of last shot. My God. Good use of the repulse, right? Slides. He doesn't look all the way at the floor, so he doesn't get the full height of the repulse. Like a perfect arc up into the hotel ledge gives him a better challenge angle for the fight. He'll cap it. We got a minute left. Cycle with good position to fight for next, but loop spawn covered by Nemesis here. You like that rotate? There's a lot of versatility with the repulse, depending on how far down you look or the timing that you hit the input, right? Just being last hill is crazy. It just means they've been burning a lot of time, like kind of, you know, playing a bit of Slayer around the hill up until this point. Rarky!
That is just good Halo right there.
That is just damn good Halo.
My God.
You go, Rarky. Thank you, brother. 5 gifted. Panda, Stopper, Cybertron, Riker, JT Lewis. Welcome to the way. Let's go. Somehow a perfect hill at a Nemesis here, by the way. They're almost about to cap it. Back down off of SLG. Last shot waiting for his chance to chow here. Frosty dropped by Glory. Double challenge and loop. They give up the hill to hold hands and guarantee their fights. 30 seconds. He's getting Mixie back tram. Cycle with an important pick. That's 2. Getting favorable spawns here, too. They could say... No, they're playing for time. That makes sense. You would think at least 30 seconds left that they play for time here. Let's go, Cybertron. Welcome, brother. I appreciate you, Rarky. We got to create a new goal, man. We're 25 over the goal. You guys are popping off. Thank you. Should be GG's off this hold. Nemesis in a staggered state. They're going to spawn snipe with Royal 2's positioning all the way up in Cafe. Going to force their spawns as far from the hill as possible. They got no choice but to bum rush it. Yep, clean up on Glory. Snipe drone trades with Cycle, and there's no stopping it. There's no stopping it. That's a 6-3. We'll snap over to... Whoa. Snap over to Formal immediately. What did I do?
One tower weak, one tower weak. One trap on towers. Alec, I'm waiting for camo.
Chalet. Gonna be staggered.
Oddball recharge. Formal POV.
Give me a.
SR pulling away in the scrim now.
Bottom tower,
6-3.
go
If they keep it up, they could have numbers or stats similar to Optic.
Yo, he's just healing me on bat ledge right now. Bat ledge, Mikey.
Nice rotated to Formal.
After that.
Stacks.
One tower weak, Alec. In the smoke with you. One shot, in the smoke, one shot. Talek absolute, done.
I need it, bro.
Nice.
One guy, half full, one shot drop.
Damn. Let's go rough out.
Probably.
A spawn's still open here, yep.
One shot bottom tower, absolute soul sniping, one's half full. One shot bottom tower, first guy bottom tower, one shot. First guy bottom tower, one shot. One more tower, I think, and one's a
Date night. Let's go, Rarky. Have a good night, man. Enjoy it.
Glass and turbine.
Turbine, one shot Talek, absolute.
Thank you for hanging out and the support today.
Last, no more bottom tower.
One shot main door. One shot bottom tower now. Bottom tower going out.
Yeah, he went out mid and one's up a cat. Stack still C-plat now.
Yeah, Glory's
One's,
nasty. He
one was-
didn't,
Big door.
they couldn't secure it, though.
R2.
It's looking pretty comfortable for Optic off the opening. Once again, Oddball looking like their best map game type or game type option.
Top cat, one shot, so cares.
Over for Druck. That might be going on Twitter.
One's on ball, one's tripping.
He might be posting that. I'm not sure how he put it together.
Kill Scammer, gold door.
Cleaning up Formal for the end of it. Nemesis played OG. They started off hot too. I wonder if it's just take a few games for the opposing team to adjust to their gameplay. That could be part of it lacking for sure. More and more mistakes start coming out from Nemesis as the scrim goes on, potentially. I don't know. But yeah, it happened with Optic too. Optic struggled the first few games, and then they pulled away hard.
Everything on you. Stacks, one shot cherish. One shot, single stack cherish. Shot stack cherish, absolute. More was bank page. On camo.
I love that way to chow camo. Trying to chow camo in a way that avoids getting crossed in the back from Turbine, just in case somebody's behind him. He's up Druck right away. Beautiful nade. Is he gonna play that? Makes sense.
Stop behind me, Joe. Camo guys on me somewhere.
Yeah, he's beer on me. Come on.
Okay, BR guys. Eldridge cherish, him twice.
I don't think there's any Druck POV today. Normally I've got his POV in the back pocket, but...
Let's get to like.
Half ball, hiding actually. One shot tower, half ball. One shot half ball through the
Oh,
tower.
Talik, the last second crouch wins the fight.
Going half ball.
One tower weak.
TSM brought it back a
One
bit.
shot,
You're now
one shot, one
40.
shot, one shot, one shot.
Heaven.
Heaven. Look at tower.
Still ace one.
Triangle, watch a triangle, guys. Watch a triangle.
Yeah. One's ceiling on me too. Hold on, one more behind me. Ceiling guys, ceiling. He's like glass. He's in the golden. He's raising golden from gold money.
Wait, pipes.
How we doing, Travis? Welcome, brother.
Pipes, pipes.
I'll take it as a compliment.
One more here, Talik. One shot ballad. One shot ballad.
Oh my God, Legend, turn around.
Bottom.
Bound cleans it up.
I need it.
Ball opportunity. Nice rotated to
Watch bang,
Legend.
watch bang.
Straight to
Other
pipes.
street.
Should be a
They're gonna be too
comfortable
long right now.
time here. Yeah, they're gonna be in their goal.
Yeah.
Up glass, watch Talik.
Yeah, glass.
Play top A, John. Play top A. Play top A.
Wants me pipes 20.
Druck should turn on the stream, bro.
Bottom A.
Gummy, how we doing? Got a raise in a promotion. Let's go. It's a damn good day, bro.
But there. Yeah, here.
How you doing, Attic?
You can get ball, you can get ball. Up right,
Getting down to the final links in round 1 here, guys. If you're just tuning in. Optic will be looking to rotate this tower, likely. They got it an A. Firing squad blocking it.
Better Chanel, pipe.
Double hit out pipes here.
L weak, Talik.
Bound with a pinch. Shut down by Talik. Renegade with a trade. That ball's going out center to bait. They grab it from Mangler. They're looking for an A setup here, TSM. Overwhelming Renegade.
Alex, one shot, trippy
My
box.
God.
Absolute
Split the
top,
spawns,
long,
maybe?
trippy
Yeah.
corner
Bound somehow spawning
one.
pipes, right?
Pipes. Last two
Getting
pipes.
max mileage off that spawn, bound.
One more, spring.
Stacks one shot taken. One shot stacks one bit.
TSM getting so aggressive on C with Camo coming up
Yeah,
that
okay. I'm much
Bound ended up getting the perfect position to shut him down.
Tower crossing, weak, done.
Should be round.
Nothing else.
Slush, how we doing, brother? I agree, Barbosa.
I'm gonna drop a cat.
I know there.
Big door and two stairs, smelting me.
Tower weak. Tower steps.
I'm looking at him.
All right, it's ambitious, but the new goal is 16 hundo.
Two shot. Burn it. Oh, we can't.
Trying to rebuild it once again.
This.
What are we watching? This is called Halo. If you ever heard of it, it's a video game.
Pipes on your pipes longer.
He's sniping those, goes me.
This is Optic versus TSM
Right there. Last.
in game 7 or 8. Oh, no, what am I saying? Sorry, game 11. Game 11. They're deep into the scrim.
Up golden.
Like a bunch of
Look, man,
aggressive street punch. Okay.
Top eight, watch across.
That's one way to look at it. Out with the
Ball
pinch.
shot, ball shot.
Oh,
Back,
what? Druck. Druck with the camo coming up to the bat ledge. Foremost waiting for the ball rotate. Druck going crazy. Druck just went nuts. I don't know what that was. Comes out with 2 or 3 kills before he dies. Keeping Soul Snipe alive. Foremost was just sitting there waiting for Soul Snipe to jump up with the ball to clean it up. Did not anticipate Druck being ready with a shot.
2BR and you try to rotate ball, bro.
Minecraft? That's
That's
next. After this one.
If I'm in there, one day.
Nebula top 6? They're a threat for sure. They're a threat.
Sex week. Watch out bottom row.
For sure, Jamie.
Half all shock. Half all shock is grappling.
He's grappling at him. Nice nade.
In beer. I have the cross.
Spot.
Formal just like can't handle how aggressive these guys are.
I spawn.
Just the way he said that.
Spot. Chairs, spot. One shot, 2 pot. Chairs, absolutely. Top eight.
Immediate 1v1 off spawn and backseat. Chairs takes it.
They got close now. He's close.
Druck again. Is that Druck? He's got to be Druck. Look at him take the ball out. Beautiful play out of Druck. He gets up into top 8 and 2v1. Rotates the ball off into Mangler. Gonna make Optic have to work harder to get a touch. He needs to ice this up. Nice. He dies though.
NBR,
Tower crossing.
No, I never played the Roblox game.
Back to you, back you. Both of them. There's so many.
Bro, there's a Minecraft movie now. Is it good? Even my dad was talking to me about Minecraft the other day. He was talking about how much money they've made. It's insane. Sold like 300 million copies. Sarah, thank you for the follow. Welcome, appreciate it. So many scrims, bro. I know. I'm doing my best to keep tabs on the important. Or I guess, you know, it's important depending on who you're a fan of. The big ones.
Long again. I spawn. Holy fuck. Four. Still forward. One spawn. No.
Renegade with the well, he's dead, holding the scoreboard, right? Timing the spawns for Optic.
He already cussed one.
Yeah, they have to be coming from C here.
Up a cat.
Not hiding in trippy corner, waiting for the long haul push. From the back of A, they got good intel. Soul Snipe trays with bound. 3v3. Push coming up through pipes. They got to rotate that ball towards Formal here. Sticks it? Doesn't stick it. 3 dead. Ball played out the center map, but TSM win the exchange. They get the setup. Wow. It is one of the most popular games of all time. It's also like it's in the education system now too, Minecraft, right? Because you've got it's like people learn in school, like in class with Minecraft, right? I think that's something Microsoft has implemented. Holy headshot, bro! It's just one of those games that sells so well because it appeals to so many different types of people. Whether you're having fun or whether it's like an educational context. Not the greatest shroud. Formal too busy cooking though.
I got the ball.
Nicely done. Good efficient plays here. Somebody can come collect that ball so this command can keep hitting headshots. Heard the movie was fine but boring. I can't see myself liking it personally. I just don't really.
I got one shot up absolute.
He's gonna get speed for that. If you grapple like that and you clip the roof of nicely done, my god. If you clip geometry like that, you gather speed and then launch out afterwards. I don't think that was his intention, but Recharge, Pit, and Beaver Creek. That's crazy, Eli. And Roblox. Is it fun? Low key, more customizable than Infinite. That's kind of sad. That like makes me sad, bro. TSM rinsing him one more time.
He's gonna run away probably.
Nice transition with the ball. They're gonna tie the game up. Probably
turban them. Wait, we have a split spawn. Sandwich ball guys. Max, one shot Telic, guys.
For sure, Viltrumite, yeah.
Blue pipes, cherish him twice, blue pipes going up on a mid. Blue pipes about a minute when I cat, let's do. Yeah, last guy's about a minute somewhere. Maybe can we jump or triple corner?
Good looks for Optic here.
I'm getting enemy.
10 seconds to close it. 1v1 with Talik. Okay, weird looking 1v1. Talik takes it.
Battlage weak, Talik. Two battlage.
They save it in 94. Gonna rotate the ball through gold here, likely.
Take your time.
Forward with it. That's such an incredible spawn for the situation. Like, he doesn't just spawn in tower, he spawns like in the front of tower. Walks 2 steps, he's got a crossing angle on the gunfight, right? It's kind of a crazy spawn.
We'll trade, recharge. You win.
GG's. Even without that spawn, tough situation for TSM, that's for sure. Actually, let's raise that up. Holy. How do I, for some reason, I can't see the... I screwed my POV up. Unless I... No? Right, it's like going through manually instead of showing me all 9 of them. How do I get the 9 view? New layouts beta feature? That's what this is. I guess. Maybe not. Bruh. I don't know, bro. Last shot's POV. Scoobmeister, are they still in the scrim? This is about the end of this raid. SRR is starting to pull away like significantly. It might show that these top teams take some time to like acclimate to their playstyle or something, right? For Nemesis, but as the scrim goes on, seems like SR is getting more and more confident. Cycle Royal 2, they find their picks. That's going to be a return, and GG's at 3-1. 10 out of 10 cinema experience. Actual film is more like 3 out of 10, bro. SR pulling ahead. What, like 7 now? Descendant is off. I wish I could see... Oh, that helped for whatever reason. That saved it. What the heck? Optic are in King of the Hill live fire. That's a fun map, though. I'm not going to lie. Scoobmeister right now in Strongholds.
Got a couple melted. I'm a white wall, I think. I'll be fine.
This is Mindfreak versus LG.
Yeah, hear that.
Last guy.
Oh, Jack, I got anchor. I got
I'm
anchor.
going.
I got comms.
Watch my sandbags.
I'm watching. Fucking whiffed it again. I'm shit.
I hear you, Shane. We got so many different POVs,
Oh,
bro.
one over. Wait, 2 over. They're about to play for C.
I'm flying forward. Cuts, I'm staring cuts.
One
He's
big
got
cut,
storage.
man.
I might get pushed there. Yeah, he's pushing B out B.
I'm
Pillars as well. Cuts weak. Cuts weak.
Oh, yeah, I'm dropping. I'm not playing it with you.
Come across.
Pillars, mud.
In hole, and mud. Last guy in hole. Hole was weak.
Already like a smoother,
Yeah.
smoother looking M&K experience. Yeah, 120 FOV is looking like again, right? High FOV for sure, whatever this is.
Nothing able.
It's looking like 120.
Cuts now, Jackson.
Wait,
no wait.
Still
there.
Techno, the pig guy?
going
What?
pan.
One shot
So
kiddo,
good.
one shot kiddo.
In B. This two B.
Some big guys.
I'm
No way here.
Five.
Alright. Top mid, Piggy. Tried it, did.
A curb stomp by the Ogre Boys.
I know
When
what.
they were in high school in Beaver Creek.
Might be 2 or same match, guys.
That's a throwback.
Insane.
Ogre 2 is still kind of running the bracket or the matchmaking lobbies.
My guys.
You guys seen Tuger's been? He's been popping off on M&K
Damage up
in
B.
like Onyx 2000 matchmaking recently.
Sandbags.
Good patience at a scoop. That was nasty.
I spawned dummies.
Waits for his opportunity, comes out, wins the fight with a nice clean strafe.
Wait to bottom mid as well. Where B is.
Bottom mid.
So this is M&K POV once again, but it's already like
Spawn
significantly different looking than Woodham, right? Woodham is like cracked out. He's looking everywhere.
Left to right.
Scoops is more methodical, right?
Just stay there,
He's got
Jack.
bottom mid, Piggy.
Oh, no,
I'll
wait.
lift tower.
Kind of doing like
Two
just what he needs, you know?
Weak.
2-1K. Bottom mid.
Nothing extra fancy right now.
Sandbags as
Nice
well.
clean nade lineup as well.
I'm flying top mid. Might be pillars, guys.
Big door. Yeah, one pillar.
Some pillars, yeah.
I started
I'll
losing
do it.
Origin.
I'll see.
Actually, I don't know. I don't think they ever lose Origin for some
Alright,
for,
one
the records guys.
Might have went see boxes, I don't know. Top tower.
That's because they got Frosty on their
Last
team.
one day after that.
Maps
Someone get the B. Someone get the B.
Yeah, I'm on B.
Hey, snipe.
I'm coming.
One side
Blind snipe here, guys.
Actually, I'm gonna help him out with snipe. Go for it.
Com's not as quick and frenetic as Optic, right? So much more being said on Optic,
Pillars and big door.
it feels like.
Big. I'm looking big.
I'm flying, can't just fly, bro.
Yeah, I'm
leaving.
They took the lead.
Wait, sandbag.
Let's do it. We spawners.
Yeah, I got melted. He's on storage. Wake still. Regenning. Blow. Behind you.
No!
Kill B.
We go. On me right,
Shuts down
guys.
Sways too. Piggy just made a play. Piggy! Oh my god, he just got 3.
At B already. One's underground, I think.
I don't know if he could have calmed that better or something, but like Sways just went over his head.
Two sandbags in a
I'll
sec.
just say.
Come in, I'm not sure.
There is more of a casual vibe to the comms for sure.
Nice.
White wall and hill. Wait, white wall close to
Piggy
you.
just made a play, bro.
Sandbags on Matt.
Tried it. And I'm on sandbags.
Get on the B.
And I'm B.
It's bonus.
He's storage side.
It's
Flying back
bonus.
B now. Hitting once, bro.
Gonna be two.
Fucked up. I'm gonna shell it.
Hitting once. Oh my god, nice.
Hey.
White wall.
There's
Piggy
vengeance.
weak. Oh, Jackson, sorry.
Year 2 HC
down.
skins got made multi-core? No, I didn't see that. Uh-oh.
Front B.
Mortally diving out into the arms of Plasma.
I
We'll
got
find it.
Wait,
BC.
I
I'm
don't
leaving
see
you
them,
anchor.
bro. Care. They might
Plasma's
be
got
hitting C.
sniper here.
One drop Bible, I think. One drop
Yeah, I
Bible.
think they're hitting C.
Rah! King, how we doing?
I'm on 10.
What team? This is Mindfreak and LG. We're not going to watch a lot of this, but they're in the middle of their game, and I was curious.
I'm fucked. Quick, see boxes. Quick.
Ammo's up.
Used to be a pro Apex player? No, I think you're thinking of somebody else.
Yeah.
I got camera. I'm good.
We're going out.
Maybe just go B.
So there's 2 M&K players on this team. Scoob and Rice
And A. One shot Jackson.
are on M&K. This is an Australian Halo team.
One shot.
Yeah, Oval's good, bro.
Sandbags.
One over.
Sandbags right now.
There was one over.
Mixed
Matt.
in.
Hey, your cuts.
It's one.
Good patient play right now. They got a setup from back B here, walling off LG. Plasma with a sniper, likely in
Kind of
tower.
walking forward here. Try to spawn on Oval side as well. I'm just playing
Unless I'm
slow.
tripping, he's hiding back B with it. He's back B with it, my
Big door
bad.
Be
too. One
Matt.
shot.
I ran out.
Got him concerned.
Yeah,
Just staring at
Rice
big
in
door, I have
tower right now.
pillars.
Wait, they're gonna hit me out. They know I'm their biggest problem.
One's there.
I think I know I'm
Big
concrete.
door too.
I'm dead.
Storage.
Huge opening from Plasma. Minus 2. Obviously weak. That's a trip cap opportunity. They're gonna collapse out this guarantee.
One
One more. Piggy's
Yeah,
dead.
I'm blocking over. I'm blocking over.
They're opening up B
Yeah,
here
we'll spawn B.
with the movement. Yep.
I came out though.
First 2 up. Yeah, I got your mud, Jack.
S1.
Trip cap opening up B on purpose.
I'm on S. This one mud is on my tower.
I'm leaving A here.
I like that wrap out of Scoob.
I'm flying-
Finding
I'm
obviously
flying
One coming over. Coming from over. Awesome.
looking for Piggy. Should be clean.
Yeah, I mean, live
Nicely
B.
done. Nice patience.
Let's go B.
Sways in a 1v1 and B, and it's clinical execution out of Australia. What's going on? 245 and count, and they close it out off a trip cap. That was clean, man. That actually looked good.
Jack 'em
Good
off.
patient play. Everybody held their positions. They activated quick off 3 dead and forced the spawn to somewhere they were all ready for, and then they capitalized beautifully.
We'll try. Come back. Chase.
Wait, I want Legend. They're in the middle of their game still here.
Next one, I'm again this.
That's weak, Kelly.
Some good Halo right there. We saw him for 2 seconds. I'm not disappointed. What happened to Barco? Good question. He is in Australia, I believe, but I don't think he's on a team. I'm not sure if he's competing this season, unfortunately.
Yeah, he's tower now.
I'm sorry.
MK players gonna have to play on Xbox though. No, they're not. Oh, you're right. But Mindfreak has gotten through the open bracket a couple times, I believe. So it wouldn't be a first for them to make it into pool play from open bracket, even playing on Xbox.
We get Pat on the box going cement.
Yeah, opening up B instead of OS was interesting. They made it look good. I've seen teams play for the OS spawns and make that work as long as you're ready for it as a team, right?
On OS, Rock.
Was in Mexico? I thought he was in Australia, but he came from Australia initially. If that's what you're asking. Yeah. I don't know if he's on vacation or some shit, but he came from Australia.
Bottom top. Watch the top.
Tapping buttons came from Mexico. You're talking about tapping. Yeah, tapping buttons. They played on the same team together. Optic looking to close this game out with 3 minutes. Legend POV, they got a lockdown on the map here. It's favorable spawns, right? Tower control for this hill is important. And while a teammate replaces him, Legend wraps the nest. Dude covering so much space in such a short period of time. We got Camo coming up here soon too. Cleans it up. Sticky, yep. Sniper control Optic here as well. I think Formal has it.
Don't I guess ref time, don't I?
Yeah, show. Let's do.
They're scamming.
Still plenty of time to win this game for TSM if they do ice up this hill. Good wrap at a Legend here. Yep, B spawns now.
Dice one shot Talic. I'm dead. One dice, one Talic.
Good clean execution.
Nice.
HBGG's. Yep.
Nice.
Good shot. Good job giving up, please.
All right, the timing works out. We got time for SR game. It literally just started. Last shot POV Street Slayer. We're everywhere, bro. We're literally everywhere. Optic now up 7-4, I believe, or 8 maybe, 8-4 with that win. They were 7-4 just a second ago, I think. Yeah, Optic up 8-4 with that win, I believe. SR is 7-3 as they continue to pull away. Last shot POV, quick 4 dead off the opening stride, and as time goes by, this team is looking more and more locked in, more deadly. Light work for OG. That looked clean for sure. Legend off his spawn position, going up the screens, finding the flank, forcing the spawns to be like that. That was nicely done. MK is rough, pulling is capped at 125, so your mouse... Yeah, you can feel input latency if you're playing MK on Xbox at the tournaments, but... It sounds like it's playable because Rice and Scoobs and them, they've made it through open bracket despite that. Roll 2 with a pinch off last shot's damage. He hits a step jump to get up there, right? There's a lot of different areas in this map where you can step jump conveniently so that you don't waste any time like moon jumping and landing on the ledge. He just pops up and then drops down. You can do it with tires here too. He's alone on this perimeter, taking his time. Wood him with a commando kill on the feed. Frosty wins the 1v1. This guy's always moving. Beautiful shots. SLG deleted. Teammate comes in with a bait and switch. It's clinical. Oh my. Right, even as a one-shot, you got to know when to reach out of the fight. The way they bait and switch that was perfectly done. He comes back into the fight as his teammate E goes out beside him. Even though he's one shot, he's still got to participate. Make sure they guarantee it without any trades. Yeah, it could be either B or Cafe. The spawns are kind of awkward here, right? With the way that he's holding the map. He's blocking PD side. But both lanes of the perimeter are sort of open. What is scamming? It just means he's like throwing their life away. Like they're playing bad, making a bad play. Something like that, you know? Throwing, scamming. We think TSM is better than them. I think TSM have more experience playing the top teams in NA, so I feel like I would give them the advantage upsetting a top team versus them, but they're pretty even in my mind. TSM is no stranger to competing against the top rosters. They get scrims with them all the time. Nemesis doesn't have that advantage, but who knows? Maybe there's a surprise factor for Nemesis. Could go either way. Nemesis closing the gap on this game as well. Got a positioning advantage over Shopify. 3 members he just found on the way up driveway. Good cleanup by SLG. Cycle finds the nade to trade it. 21 now to 16. Glory with the pinch out front base. Frosty will die to that. Glory coming back with a reach out. Nice time reach out at a Glory. Mid nade animation. It's cleaned up by SLG off the comms there. Nemesis working well together here. Yep. Caution right now. Check it. Could be sitting on the planter. Teammate challenging the left-hand side. Frosty up on the heaven ledge, but Glory still finds the kill there before he dies. Nice execution. 23 to 22 now. Nemesis has momentum. They got a pinch of PD. Last shot spawning here shows they put so much pressure on PD that the spawns flip to C. There's nothing he can do to help it. Camo coming up here too. Stalker collected. Okay, let's see what he can do. Put me in again, Chief. What, in your matchmaking game? Working 30 minutes. Let me at him. You got it, Violet. Nemesis take the lead, bro. 27 to 26. Damn good Halo. I agree, Timmy. That's what we're definitely getting. Oh, he kind of fumbled on the slide there. It didn't kick him out as far as he probably intended, and he ended up getting shot in the front and the back. Even so, he probably would have still died, but if you hit a proper G-slide, you end up right beside the ice cream like at Red Room. Cut the angle from anybody behind you. Frosty spawning PD. They're likely pushing out the left-hand side. Yeah. If Frosty's splitting like that, then somebody's in his, you know, DMs. Great comeback from them. Yep. Nice delay out of Nemesis once again, right? Staying alive long enough, making it hard for Last Shot to clean up the kill, and then exposing him to Woodham, coming in with the Stalker. They're working off each other well, now 35. Maybe they don't pull away in the scrim. Maybe Nem is not done with them. Cycle with a cleanup, numbers advantage, SR, SLG, great shots across the map there to find the damage. They're closing the gap, literally as I say it, bro. 33 now to 36. Glory with a trade. C-spawn's guaranteed as Last Shot holds the back of the map here. Really stepped it up. Oh, yeah, throughout the scrim later on for sure. There it is. There's some B-stairs as well. He's going for camo. Gives up B-stairs. Trying to help his team guarantee camo with the Shroud. Yep, one driveway. It's all about what they do with this camo off that pickup. Frosty going to roam out to the perimeter here. Last Shot drawing aggro and creating space for Frosty. Here he comes with a pinch. Finds one. He's likely dead here. They got the intel. Gonna chase him down Red Room. Frosty's got to get mixy here. Frosty somehow kills. Gets with the help of Royal 2. He gets out with a trade. 42 to 38. He will drop. Beautiful cross shot damage out of Last Shot. He doesn't miss a bullet from C-stairs. SLG with a trade. 43. Now down by 4. SLG one shot. Last Shot missing. Getting shot in the left-hand side was enough to throw him off. And 45. They're running out of time and opportunities here. Nemesis might actually have this game. Keep bricked up whenever a player makes a big play or dominating. We say it in here sometimes. Especially if it's an Optic player. 46. Trades are money for Nemesis at this point. Cool. Good awareness off Frosty's call there. Leaves the fight to clean up one. Woodham. Force. Oh, doesn't trade it. 44. Down by 3. Advantage state numbers here too. Snipe drone up mid-map. Getting deleted. 45. Down by 2. They could bring this back. Spawns out to Red Room here. That's what he's waiting on. The spawns could flip with the pressure they're putting on C. They will flip now, guaranteed. Double stack your red room. They're going to force a trade on last shot. Last shot with the nade, killing Woodham. Glory gets a trade, make it 48-47. Last shot clearing his corners. Cycle in a fight in courtyard. Finds it. SLG with a trade, 49-48. No more deaths. That's a good pinch. SLG in a 1v1 with Royal 2. The instant before he's cleaned up finds the win. My God, SLG with an icy fight on Royal 2. They win it 50-48. And Nemesis closing the gap a little bit. Let's go Renegade POV.
Archie, one shot down, absolute. Full sign.
Ever cross,
Fridge, one shot Talik also.
Behind you,
One shot
A split second later, or earlier, with that rotate and last shot, who knows?
Talik, where's the pink?
Maybe they could have saved it.
Orange on.
Yeah, decently close series.
Okay.
Similar to Optic TSM series as well.
I'm on the rim.
Optic currently losing the CTF here too.
P2. 2x top center P2. Top center P2.
Two guys
Center weak church.
You guys are pushing me. Watch your top fridge. 3 guys are P, guys.
I guess that's
Three
started than
guys are P.
SSG. Interesting.
One shot P2, absolute.
Keep in mind the fact that they just moved over to the headquarters in Toronto, so there's an adjustment. They're playing in a different environment that they're used to playing in.
I got one. P1 also one shot Talik. Absolute P1 Talik.
Engine, I think. Engine on me. Kill engine.
Bro, the POV switching.
Flag.
Player top blue, so.
Flag one. Church, commando weak.
On nades. Wait, we're not running. Alright, come on.
Come on.
GG's, that's a flag.
I'm
Yep.
Ring.
2-2 now. The moment we come in here, they tie it up. Camo coming up here too, though. TSM might have camo advantage. Druck drops. They got car side control. Legend dies to Cherish. TSM going to be on the camo in a sec.
R3 church weak.
Talik the trident.
L2 on the nades.
Your flag.
One shot nades, Mikey.
That's hard, bro. One's a flag. Nade's a flag. Let's go.
Hi, Zach. So,
Let's get the flag. Looking camo.
Probably pigeon.
just trying to keep up with all the Halo action out here.
Chasing.
Chasing me. See me from the...
Fridge.
P2 weak, soul sign. P2 weak, soul sign. P2 weak, soul sign. Monkey fridge. P2 soul sign. Make sure you're in
Nice 3. Legend with the triple. Legend dies to soul snipe.
I'm gonna go to the fridge.
Do you watch it cross maybe?
Yeah, I'm watching.
Renegade going to play all the way out through car side. With those 3 that dropped on the feed, yeah, he sort of has timing to get involved in their base because he knows they're still coming up on the spawn, right? They die while he was still in death cam.
I'm here, but I'm just sitting here.
So it gives them timing to push all the way out the map to car util before they spawn up. They spawn at a disadvantage state now.
To the back flag. To the left.
Running it out, getting tagged in the back from multiple angles, and out front, someone top mid. Legend with a big cleanup on Talik. Somehow Renegade getting out to car 1. Counter pull by TSM. Renegade can't live. 2 dead stagger right now. TSM looking to get the return here. Soul snipe with a shutdown on Formal. So much chaos going on, man. Legend. He'll take the return. Can he get a touch, though? That'd be huge. Legend in position to touch it, he won't find it.
Up part. Wait, Talik. Watch out, up part. Talik, absolute.
Check
Up
out.
absolute, Talik.
Peter going off flag.
Beater weak. Soul sign.
Quiet some doubters at Arlington. They definitely could, Zach. They'll be fine. With the suit? Nah, it's like a cardigan, Devo. How's TSM this good? How are you surprised, bro?
Engine, 3 shot.
You saw table. One shot. One turn.
These guys are fast. Fast on the map.
One's a flag.
When Druck is on, he's like a top player.
No, John, I think, John.
There's a flag, yeah. Go now.
The amount these guys play, too, like, they grind money matches with the top players all the time, bro. Appreciate it, Ginger.
Let's get engine.
That'll look good for you guys.
One shot, Talik, absolute.
All the... We're gonna cherished. First spawner.
He's in flag.
Dress for success, huh?
One peak tall.
I'm going.
P1, guys.
Overextend already, right? So quick to get through P-door.
Go, man. Go.
I cannot help you.
Big 1v1 with Cherish. They get a 2v1. Shut them both down! Renegade! Doesn't find the trade on Cherish. Shot a little too early. Still a huge opening created. Talik dead. Advantage state Optic here. Cherish looking for a counter pull. Last second, can he get to it? He won't. They'll double stack it. Optic playing it. 3-2. 1 minute now. In quick succession, the moment we tune in, they get 3 flags back to back, basically. All of a sudden, they got advantage.
Orange and K1 killing me.
Should I be getting Halo Infinite with the Ryzen 4060? I'm not sure. I'm not a PC expert. Maybe somebody in chat knows.
I'm chasing the fucking biscuit.
It's different base.
Watch out P1.
Attorney's still over $80 million? What are you talking about? How many KCP players? Yeah, 3 members of KCP and then Cherished.
Drug, 2 guys here and a flag. Both weak. Both have so much damage.
30 seconds to make an impact here. That's the thing, is like KCP was taking wins off top teams in year 1, right? This is not new. They've been a dark horse the entire like life of Infinite. Even as they split, right? When Soul Snipe split over to Shopify, Shopify was a top 4 team. And then Pure got top 4 with Druck and Last Shot at Worlds last year. So they've always been in the conversation. It's about to be GG's though, clearing it up in the base here. And it was a good fight at a TSM. Way closer in the actual game when you look at it like this, but it's another win for Optic. Make it 9-4 as it's looking a lot more definitive now, right? A recharge coming up, maybe?
Just one thing, bro. When we OE, we don't have to like stay in their base forever. We can also like come back, try to stop the flag. Like, there's so many places.
Intensity, really, it's like that, huh? I thought 40-60 would be like powerful because it's 40 series. Actually, did Woodham get off? Woodham got off for unknown reasons. Happy Friday, Bandos. How we doing? Snapping back over to Last Shot because for whatever reason we've got no more Woodham. If you guys are chilling on the YouTube, please like the video. Let's get this up in the algo. We got nearly 600 of you guys hanging out. I appreciate y'all. Happy Friday. Any like or subscription honestly means a lot. We've been super consistent with the streams, doing the best I can to put Halo on the map, man. Build this up. Yeah, definitely lower the resolution scale like all the way if you're trying to get max frame. 3070 is locked, 165. At 1440 though, why play on 1440 graphics though? I'm on a 3080. How's Optic doing? It's 9-4. See the score, but how are they playing? The matches are close, I'll be honest. They're pretty close. TSM is putting up a good fight. Yeah, Optic like icier, but it looks like it could go either way a lot of the time. Nemesis has 4 maps on SR, yeah. We were watching Woodham earlier. He got off his stream, though. With the objective of locking in, I assume. Trying to make it even closer, Scrim. They actually staked SR at a Slayer. They had 1 stake over SR and a Slayer Nemesis. Which I've never seen before. On a live fire. All good, Max. I'm having a great day, brother. Hope you are too. 156 and counting. SLG takes to the skies, bro? No, not gonna find it. He's got the death cam on SLG the whole time, so he knows if he's like repulse jumping, warning his teammates, right? Last shot so quick to cut the angles here. What? Threw like a sticky. I wish they had comms, bro. A little bit more audio and comms at SR would be exciting. Yeah, TSM always do well in scrims. That's true. Last time they scrimmed Optic, it was basically the same score. It took 4 games, I think, at least. Yeah, I heard Optic Texas lost today, yeah. That reaction? Roll 2 shut down by Snipe Drone. Still got a A-B hold here. They're going to lose B and opt to trade it for camo. Cool. Should be camo advantage SR. Does he hit the jump? Doesn't hit the jump. Dead. Either you do the jump or you jump over the door to the other side. Give your team an opportunity to bait it. Good cleanups out of SR, though. Yep, spawns big door to back B. Cycle waiting deep in back A. Defensive stance. Last shot going to join him. Good flank here. Beautiful flank. Looking for 2. Woodham last second QT. Yep. So flexible last shot, right? He's super quick to prioritize the right fight. Woodham coming back for more QTs again. Without any wasted time, he's doing it all, bro. Getting his shields back. There's no way he lives this. Repulse to knock him out the hill and slow the situation down as well. He's covering so many different gunfights at the same time. 3v3. Gotta be 3v2. Good damage. Should be 1 bullet from death. Done. Five-second regain at a Nemesis. Might have the best POV. He's up there for sure. Seems like no matter who you are, though, getting that jump on tower is tricky, man. Woodham somehow isolating Frosty and getting the pick there is crazy. Last shot couldn't afford a G-slide in his face right away. He had to reload his gun, I think was the mindset. No way World 2 wins this. Trades it. That's a huge trade for World 2. He was down in the fight. Easy reset opportunity. Great spawn for last shot here. Going to help the team. Camo coming up shortly as well. Wood 3, bro. What? 3K viewers being amazeballs in ranked. Let's go. Okay, violent. Vibe out, bro. Good damage. Easy cleanup. BC hold now. Uphill battle for Nemesis. Ooh, I like that. Instead of just pushing out the map, they're just going to opt to hold the setup. Here goes top tower. Gunfire coming out from cut side, bottom mid. Nice. Actually, a nice denial nade, right? The way that he banked that blows up directly in the corner if somebody's hiding down there. It's like a max damage to somebody in that specific location. Oh my god. The peaks on Woodham on both sides of the pillar. So clean. He stays up. 246. Absolutely shut down, bro. No matter what they did. Every decision at a last shot there was perfect, right? The patience off the tower setup.
Watch this. Watch
You can't, I hear you. Camo though.
Halfway tell.
Every individual fight, man. His awareness off his team. He's just so quick.
One pair drug. And one of my also. One of my in top end. Hell, Alex, weak. Alex, hell.
Can I hit the tower jump? Of course.
Holding me, bro.
Violent repulse must with the YouTube follow. Let's go. Thank you, brother. Welcome.
Top tower. Let's go.
Top 3 favorite POVs, Bound, Legend, Stellar. Yeah, a lot of great POVs, man. Well, they're playing Slayer Recharge, meaning they've likely gone through most of, if not all, of the OBJ game types at this point. I think they had a did not finish on Aqua Bomb today as well. Down by 4 or 5 here, Optic.
Yeah, 2 1-shots bottom.
Renegade doesn't trade it. Might be GG's.
Pick out, walking out to Alec, and one's up there.
One's back side.
Back out to Alec.
Thank you, Rudy. Welcome. Appreciate it.
One's helping him.
Almost got to hit heads.
Bottom A.
It's the only way they come back.
Heaven, I think.
No, nothing heaven. One more
I'm
bottom.
stuck.
My god.
Play behind me.
Nice.
No.
Main door.
They lose it like that. Have an awkward looking exchange out of formal at the end there. TSM coming out with a Slayer. But let's see if they've got anything else going. They muted their comms to... Yeah, they muted their comms mid-games, I think. GG's. Damn. Hold on, let me see.
You played everything?
Yeah, everything.
They played everything, and they got a did not finish on Aqua Bomb, and I think that's why it's coming up with the... I think it was a 9 to 5. 9 to 5, I guess, huh?
Right.
How we doing, chill? I'm literally everywhere, bro.
You're gonna keep streaming? I'll raid you.
No, you're good.
Are you
I'm
sure?
gonna stream.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm gonna stream later, but no.
We've got comms on Scoops POV.
Last
one face side. Would it be cutting front?
Alright, chat, I'm hopping off, guys. We'll be back later for braids. We don't have screens coming out, so it's like a late night.
Car2, guys. Car2 wake.
Get slide down, we're two dead.
Bomb going
Wait,
into
push
side.
him. Yeah, one shot on him.
Car2 one shot.
Alright, formal's done. Final scrim score. Rice POV. I'm down. I'm down.
You told my bad. My bad.
9-5. Final score.
Right side, one shot.
Optic TSM.
Wait,
Pretty competitive scrim.
Hey, what the fuck? On the bomb.
Pretty damn competitive scrim. They're looking like a top 5 team. Just about guaranteed at this point.
Top mid. Top mid,
Not 3 weak.
skinny.
Both sides of pillar peak seems better than the standard jiggle. Yeah, for sure. It's very hard to work with. I find it easier to do than like peeking the same side over and over.
Not 3.
This is another M&K POV. If you can't tell already.
It's almost like yellow or something.
Wait, is that break?
Nice. LG having trouble with Mindfreak.
You shoot him, shoot him.
I know Mangler.
Yes, it did. Jeff Piggy.
C9 9-5 TD. Okay.
One shot going P1.
C9 lost to complexity yesterday.
Absolute, he's rip hard. Nice.
TD putting up a bit of a fight, but still not quite seeing the progress that it triggers down
Oh, he saw me.
that you'd hope to see.
Car 2 and then you go.
I'm fucked.
You might like car 3 and car 2. Car 2 one shot. Still car.
Copy right now. No way, bro.
Awkward.
I lose.
Break.
Break on me.
One shot, car 1 man.
Nice. Gets the trade at least, but they're all dead here. Scoob last up.
Car jump.
Bottom mid copy, one shot. Going car 1. It's hiding this side, car 1 dead.
Nice kill, Ethan.
We're dead.
Telling car.
You took control. Two up already.
Chat, type 1 if SR wins, type 2 if Optic wins. The first major. Let me see.
Bottom, you took car 2 one shot. One PT on me. Someone did.
How you doing, Skeleton?
Last guy,
Congrats, bro.
Maybe corner, maybe corner. I said in YouTube, man. I'm not with you. Nice grab bomb, mate. Might get pushed.
Back for him. Fucking dead.
3 SSG, type 3 for SSG.
Shrim's in. Yeah, I'm here. I can edit.
Gonna see less of those.
Under the head, under the fucking
1 SR, 2 Optic. We got a lot of SRs. A lot of people. Also just the same person spamming. Megamind said 1 like 4 times, bro.
No, I'm dead.
Two. Two shrimps.
What the hell is 13? You want anybody but Optic to win, huh, Sheet?
I'm trying to just buy it.
I see where your allegiance lies. That's mod abuse? Yeah, what's going on here? No spamming.
Jackson, you two. I'm in car jump.
Alright, guys, relax.
Look at me, bridge here, Andrew. Back by.
So one shot.
I think most people, or not most, but like a lot of people are kind of expecting SR off their online performance and K-Song.
One shot going P2 with thrust.
Anyone but formal? You guys just don't like formal?
We lost the pace at once car 1.
Wow.
Ammo soon.
Oh, pray one shot.
Ammo up.
30 seconds
Oh,
remaining.
shut the fuck, bro.
An upset? Yeah. I mean, would SSG winning be an upset? I guess it would at this point.
Red blood car 1, bro. Car jump one shot, Piggy. Gone out car 1. He's gonna heal car 3. Still out car jump to car 3. I can't probably.
Gotta find the headshots. Nice.
They have camo, I think.
Yeah, they do.
I'm mid, model A.
On where?
Camera car 3.
How we doing, Matthew? Appreciate it, bro.
I'm mid still, model A.
Who I think will win. My heart says Optic. My mind says SR. My brain says SR.
No one yet.
Ready?
SR been looking pretty dominant, but
On the brick, Piggy.
they're even in game, so it really is a 50-50. I'm gonna be rooting for Optic.
Got one, connecting yak. Let's spawn there. Getting around.
Car 1, I'm looking car 1.
The shrooms.
I should be a Shopify fan though.
On top of you two, Piggy.
With the headquarters like right next to me, bro.
That's unreal. Nice.
Bottom mid car 1.
I don't know. I just want damn good Halo. It's gonna be entertaining. That's all that matters.
Nice.
It's gonna be a good weekend.
Could be on me, behind me, like car 1.
Chasing hard.
Still car 1, back to. I don't know where you
Car 3. One shot in the con.
Hey, I'm just looking car 1 here, guys.
On you.
Bomb.
It's still me.
In the base.
Yeah, car 3.
I'm in the
I
base.
think, yeah, come.
In the base.
Yeah, SR is Toronto based. The whole team is in Toronto in the headquarters right now. Their location is 30 minutes away from me.
Yeah, one
I could just subway over.
One car 3 right now, there's 2 at car.
That's damage. Shots on cover.
Hey, Quintana, thank you for the kind words. I appreciate it.
In our base.
I don't get it enough, honestly. You guys, you should say it more. No, I'm kidding. You're kind of you. I appreciate it.
I'm dead. Top base.
Can never get too much gas. Ego fuel. No. Welcome, Quintana, to chat. Hey, you're very kind.
This is the way.
Casually plugging to me. Yeah, bro. Hey, we got the follow. Let's go. This is the way. Quintana. I'm just gonna start with Quintana. Just say that. Welcome. That's LG coming up with a 2-1 win in bomb. Nah, I'm just thinking like Shopify are an awesome org, and I do like the team. They are a top team in the league. I have a lot I can offer as a content creator. If they have a studio, if they have like a podcast like setup, right? Or if they have like, imagine like a studio setup where I could like break down gameplay or something. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like I could offer value as a content creator in their space, and they're right next door. Like, going to Texas and living in Texas is not as convenient for me as just like going 30 minutes downtown, you know? Optic is all based in Texas, so it's like I'm an Optic fan, but Shopify Shyway hits diffy though. It sounds kind of nice, right?
They need to start going like getting top mid in car 3 when they're in their YouTube.
No, you, Samantha. You guys are awesome, okay? I just kind of sit here and talk. I yap, bro. I just yap all day.
Shoot their bridge and stuff. We can like flank their util, like car 1 guy can flank.
Renegade.
We kept like doubling like car 1 and car 2, and then just like sitting there trying to like brute force their way in.
I gotta get to the point where I can cue my music the instant the game ends. You know? I just got the play button ready. Sarah, are you in Toronto? Let's go. We need a Toronto major. There's low-key a community here that deserves some Halo hype, right? If the Shopify headquarters are downtown, they're at King. They're at like they're on King Street. Okay, sick. I'm in North York. So I literally just go down the Young line and I'm there. But if we had like a Toronto event, doesn't even have to be a major, bro. At like Shopify, it'd be awesome if they, you know, just put the resources down, especially considering they're a top 2 team right now. Chicago would be cool too, but we haven't seen a Toronto major in so long. No plans to go to Arlington, Roman. You're north of me. Let's go. Where? What, like, you got, like, Richmond Hill. You got Newmarket, Thornhill, Sudbury. Oh, okay. Very nice. Yeah, we get no... I know. There's so many locations that, you know, deserve some Halo hype. I mean, it's tough right now. But Shopify is just convenient, right? Like, they're headquartered there. They're, like, arguably the best team in the league right now. They got a lot of resources, too, as an org. I see the vision. Markham, nice. Very nice. Got a bunch of people in the GTA over here. Send SR an email. I know, I got to do something about it. I got to reach out. I come at them with a grandmaster plan, bro. I'm just saying, it's something to work towards. I'm not in a rush, you know? I'm enjoying what we're doing right here, but it's something to work towards. Mexico for sure, yeah. I know there's like a Gears Mexico community they were super passionate about the game. I saw some sort of an event, they were going crazy. Very nice. Y'all are all close by. They're a top 1 team until someone beats them. We haven't had a major yet, so it's kind of like they are ranked number 1 as the seed, yeah, but like, let's have a major first, and then you can say they're top 1, like, definitive. K-Sign Invitational is a win, but with the way the bracket went down, it's you know. It's not the kind of win I wanted to see. Got a minute left to plant this. SLG somehow got that double. Snipe drone with the pick 2, leaving last shot alone in the base. He's got to play defense. Okay. Awkward. Awkward! Doesn't get a beatdown lunge. And with a minute left, there's no stopping that. Nemesis giving him trouble again in bomb now. SLG had a huge double. Dropped 3 of them. Last shot not quite winning his 1v1. With less than a minute, can they make this happen? Actually, dicey territory for SR here. They would have won the reset too. They could have won the reset. I don't know. They definitely could have. But it went to game 7, bro. Depending on the maps and game types, like Optic, I would give the favor to just about any oddball. Some of the CTFs, right? Like, depending on the maps and game types, it's a coin flip. 360 face left. As Cope, low-key, even if it was a reset, probably goes to game 7 again, and we're in an identical situation. Yeah, you guys... Bro, they played 33 games, and they've... Like, okay, what happened in the series right before that, in the best of 5? Did you guys watch it? Are we watching the same tournament? They're tied in wins, in game wins. Nothing I'm saying is Cope. Is Gunny team competing? Yeah, he's scrimming. I think he's going to play in open bracket. How did they plant that in the last minute, bro? It was a 3-0 of Razor close games? What are you talking about? 3-0 of Razor close games. They went to game 5. They went to game 5 and they got dominated in Solitude Slayer. And then the same thing happened on the flip side in Origin. Bro, this is insane. I'm like talking to Chad, but like they're somehow clutching this up. Less than a minute left, they plant the bomb. They're still putting pressure on Nemesis here, making him hurt. Taken in the open, brain scrambled. Did they get 3-0'd in the open? I don't think Optic's ever been 3-0'd by SR. Am I tripping in saying that? Did a 3-0 come after a bracket reset or something? Maybe in the open tournament. I'm talking about Kason. Oh, Optic 3-0'd SR in the winners bracket. Yeah. In the open tournament, they 3-0'd SR, and then they lost in the grand finals. We're talking about different tournaments. Point being is they're trading blows, bro. They lost the game, bro. They have or they haven't. Optic is 3-0'd SR. I know that for a fact. Now that we brought it up, I remember it. I'm not sure if SR is 3-0'd Optic. Maybe in a bracket reset series they have, but I don't think so. Point being, they can both destroy each other. So to say that, you know, one team is like definitively better or going to win hands down, that's just nonsense. You guys know that. It could go either way, bro. It's the closest matchup I think we've seen in Infinite history. Like, how do you play 66 games and tie 33-33? Woodham living there was insane. Yeah, I wish he was streaming. Nemesis is clutching up. They're giving way more trouble than we thought they would. Way more trouble. It's 8-5 right now. It's a 3-game scrim here. 13 games in. This might be the last one. Recharge oddball. Yeah. Crazy stat, I know. It's fair to call them number 1 coming into the tournament, but to say that they're the better team, like, is up in the air. Sort of, you know? After Arlington, conversation will be different. If they win Arlington, they are definitively number 1. There's no taking it back. There's no arguing it. They're 50-50, yeah. Not going to take away their best of 7 win, but just the way it went was like, you know, kind of lame. Might be the last match in the scrim here. Still sticking with last shot. Glory with camo shock, I guess, because I have no idea where he came from. Finds a face. They have so far, yeah. Trying to look for Glory here, right? Grapple still in play. Last shot looking for it, maybe. There, snipe drone. Combo. Dude. Such a patient way to peek pipes like that. Comes out with a kill as well. That grapple didn't get collected. He's going to walk out to get the ball. Throws it to long haul instead of gold. Might die if he makes that rotate. They're going to get pushed up pipes here too. Yep. Some staggered time for SR as they rotate the ball. Last shot in the 2v1. Not sure how you come up with that one. Radiant, how's that going? The likes on the YouTube. Tell me we got 200. We got at least 200? Oh, okay. I mean, we've had the conversation so many times, Weston. Optic got no advantage for winning in the winner's bracket, right? They got nothing. There was no best of 7 reset. There was no, what's it called? Veto. If they got a map veto, the whole series could have been different. Like, I think it's fair to be empathetic and to say that, like, even though SR got the win, like, to just say that they're better definitively when it matters. Right, I don't know. That is just damn good Halo. My God. Sketchy with the gifted. Sarah, welcome to the way. Let's go, Sketchy. Thank you, brother. This man's coming out with the go to gifted already. Appreciate you, Sketchy. The advantage is not playing losers finals. That doesn't exist in like any esport though. That's a weird, like, because you could argue that playing losers finals is a warm-up, right? Especially with the way the matchup went with SSG. Like even in CSGO, in Call of Duty and CSGO, you get a veto advantage in grand finals. You don't get a full best of 7, but you get a veto advantage. That's a big deal. Had one less series to play, but every other team got a second chance. What was Optic's second chance? Right? Like if we think of it like that, they had one less series to play, but okay, every other team got to play got 2 attempts to survive in the tournament. Optic didn't lose anything and then they got knocked out. It's weird, bro. You can't deny that they deserved some sort of an advantage. You can't tell me that that wasn't like kind of like, I don't know, sketchy, suspect. It was a whack format. It could have been 2 best of 5s. It could have been a veto on one game in the sake of time, right? We've never had vetoes in Halo before, so I understand why it wasn't. That's no knocking like the case on land because the guy's goated regardless, but we've never seen a layout like that before. I don't know what Optic knew and didn't know because in their podcast, the way they talked about it made it seem like they like I don't know how it was stressed to them that it was a rule, right? So like Kason could like make a Discord post or something and say like, here are the rules, you know? But like, do you think those guys go out of their way to read it? And you could say, sure, that's on them. But like, I wouldn't be surprised if Optic just came in with the assumption that it was a normal tournament and then found out in winners finals. Because that's the way that they talked about it in the podcast. It looked like to me that they found out in the winners finals, even though the rules have been stated in advance and that's on them to not check the rules. Like, do you expect them to go out of their way?
Oh, that is just good Halo right there. That is just damn good Halo. My God.
We're just having a freaking dialogue now. Randy, thank you for the 8-month resub, brother. Welcome back. Loki, thank you for the follow. Welcome.
This is the way.
At least have a veto or something? Yeah. In the best of 7 that meant the most, Optic lost. Womp womp. Yeah, they lost. I agree. Surely. Thank you for the follow.
This is the way.
But to say like not have any empathy for the circumstances and to say that was just like fair and there were no issues with the format, that's the false. That's just like outright false. The format was kind of lame. Yeah, I mean, they lost online, definitely. We will see at Arlington. That is the best summarization of the conversation. How we doing, Ruben? Welcome, brother. What's the score? It is 8 to 5. 8 to 5, and they lost the first round, bro. They're having trouble with Nemesis.
This is the way.
Can't sleep on him. Fat Taco Brown, thank you for the follow.
This is the way.
And here's me playing devil's advocate once again, right? They're in the headquarters. Maybe the fact that they're in the headquarters, it leads to an adjustment period, right? They're not... Give them a day or two. Maybe that's the reason why Nemesis looks so good right now. Maybe Nemesis is that good. I don't know. It's the same type of dialogue with the Optic situation. It's like there's so many different circumstances. I'm not just going to suddenly say Nemesis is like expected to take games off SR on lane based off of this. I don't know. My top 3 going into Arlington. Optic, SR. I'll say SR, Optic. SR, Optic. And SSG. Or FaZe. They seem kind of 50-50 too, honestly. But I want to believe in SSG's ability to get third. At least. So FaZe does damage, man. I don't know. I think the 3-4 are interchangeable, and 1-2 are interchangeable right now. So like, okay, so put things in perspective for a second. Let's say that Optic wasn't aware of the ruling. Even though the ruling was stressed in advance, they weren't aware because they just kind of came in just expecting to play a normal tournament. Imagine if you win winners finals and then you find out that you got no advantage and you're like coming into the grand finals with no bracket reset. Does that like check your mental a little bit? It's like, well, what the heck? You know, I get no advantage coming into grands. And then you look at the series layout and you're like, oh shit, like a lot of our bad maps are in the series layout. Like, I don't know. I mean, obviously in the end of the day, you got to be a top level competitor and just deal with it. But like that would kind of bug me too. Because that's what Legend literally tweeted that. He's like, imagine you just won winners finals and you find out that like you don't get a bracket reset. Yeah, I mean, it's easy to say as a professional, you should just like, you know, just like, just be a god and just like react perfectly to a circumstance. Like we're humans at the end of the day. I don't know what it's like to be in that situation. I'm just saying, once again, have some empathy. Would people still be crying if things were with the ones that lost and made the losers run? Who? Momentum is a factor coming at a lower bracket. Yeah, SR winning their series in lower bracket, being warm, and having momentum coming into the grand finals is you could argue an advantage that Optic didn't have. It's on them for not knowing, but I also kind of can give them, like, I don't know, like, when have you ever seen a tournament operated with that format before? Yeah, SR clutched it up. But it's like, when you go to an HCS tournament, do you check the format like that in advance? Because, like, all the HCS tournaments operate the same. Like, they always have bracket reset. That's just, like, kind of like a no-brainer addition. That's how it's been since year one. So you just kind of continue going through events with that assumption, but... Like, once again, I agree that it's on them, but I can understand why they didn't go out of their way to figure that out. I know, K-Scott, I know. I'm just telling you why I think that they might have proceeded with the assumption that it would operate like a normal event. Yeah, if it's called a double elimination tournament, you'd expect to have to be double eliminated. You know, like that's just like no-brainer right there, right? Like, what? They got single eliminated from a double elimination tournament. Like, riddle me that. What the fuck am I, you know, like, come on. I don't know, bro. It's just weird. It is weird. You can't deny that it's weird. It was partnered with HCS. Yeah, it was. Yeah. I mean, like, to an extent or whatever. I don't know. Like, it wasn't planned by HCS. K-Sign ran it, but, like, HCS came in and, you know, gave their support and whatnot. Had HCS commentators and... Yeah, exactly, Jack. My impression that I got from the Optic podcast was that that K-Sun put the rules down, but that it wasn't like individually communicated to them. Not that it needed to be, and they didn't seem to be aware of it coming in. Because it was Optic that lose, it's a weird fluke win. What do you mean? No, it's not like a fluke win. It doesn't matter who wins or loses. Like if the roles were reversed, I would be saying the same thing about SR. Like you can make the assumption that I wouldn't be saying the same thing and just assume I got some sort of like bias and that I would like not be empathetic to SR. But if the roles were reversed, I would be saying the exact same thing. Jack triggers. Let's go, brother.
Oh, that is just good Halo right there. That is just
damn good Halo.
My God.
Yeah, but I have a look, man. Well, I like seeing Optic win. It's fun when the green wall's doing well and people are freaking out. You know, Halo is thriving when that's happening. That's what I like. But like, I have an objective like stance overall on things. Like I'm gonna be fair. Anyway, Jack, welcome to the way, brother. Thank you for the tier 1, man. Let's go. I appreciate you. That was an April Fool's tweet. The bias was an April Fool's tweet, obviously, because we've been making jokes about it. I do love the team. That's facts. But I don't have like a, The dude who bought me a drink at the hotel bar after Sunday at Worlds. We had a heart-to-heart convo. I think I remember. Do you make content? Did you show me your content? Is this who I'm thinking about? I appreciate you. Welcome, man. I talked to a few people. We had a few good conversations at the Sunday. Was it Sunday or Saturday? Saturday I went out too late on Saturday. Sunday was fun too. No, you don't have. Okay, fair. Somebody else bought me a drink and showed me their YouTube or something. Okay. Nice meeting you. My apologies. If I can't put a face to the name. I'll make sure to remember this time, though. You have a massive ego. Saying you can't be completely unbiased is arrogant. Ooh. Are you talking about me, guy? You're not talking to me, are you? And if you are, then elaborate on what the heck you're trying to say. Sounds like a great SR podcast combo. I agree. We're having it right here, right now. Is he talking to me? Who's he talking to? No, I want to know what he's trying to say. There's no way he's talking to me. I literally just explained the whole situation. Well, I would like the elaboration. Yeah, it doesn't matter who was in the finals. The format was not fair. It would not matter who won or lost. I would be saying the same thing about the format. It does not matter. It just happened to be Optic, and it also happened to be such a freaking close series. Like, we're talking Game 7, like, insanity, bro. Like, the competition between the two teams and the fact that they tied in games by the end of the tournament, like, combination of all those factors made it even more impactful than it might have been. Like, if the format was, like, bad, but SR definitively, like, 4-0'd them or something like that, then even with the format being bad, then I'd still lean to being like, okay, but they got slapped, you know? But it wasn't that, though. It was insanely competitive. Optic brought back, like, a 10 or 12 kill deficit, Streets, Slayer, and iced that shit up. That was insane. And then went on, like, a streak for a bit until Game 7. Reminds me of COD so many times the team from the losers bracket wins the tourney because of momentum and no advantage from the winners. But in COD, they still have a veto advantage, is what I've heard. And that would suffice for now, you know? And I'm sure it is a dialogue. It's a dialogue in CSGO as well, as to whether or not the lower bracket gets a momentum, like, warm-up advantage, even though there is a veto for the first map. Or you get to choose first map or something like that. Like, if Optic got to choose first map, my God, we got a different conversation. Don't quote me on that, Robbie. Bias against bad formats? Yes, I am. I have a bias against bad formats. I can't stand them. That open bracket with 2 pools in the, what's it called? The Open DreamHack tournament coming up. That format, what's going on, bro? 2 pools? Unacceptable. Two best of 5s would have been fair in the interest of time, or letting Optic have a veto sort of advantage or selection of the first map of the series would have been, and then the conversation wouldn't exist anymore. If there was something, just a modicum of, you know, advantage given, if that even, that's not even a sentence, but if Optic got anything, then it wouldn't, you know, we wouldn't have the conversation. Because they didn't get anything, the conversation persists. No, it was out of their hands. Like, you know, this is not a knock against Kason or anything. The decision wasn't the greatest one. I'm not sure who made it, but it is what it is. It's just a side, you know, it's not like a major tournament. Good old showcase. Two-pool DreamHack is that the 4th team in pool still doesn't even make losers? Right. Wait. Oh, I get what you're saying. Like usual, right? So yeah, the bracket's tiny. Then you're saying like 6 teams in the championship bracket. That's kind of nuts. That's less Halo being played. That was a sick fight right there. Last shot. Less Halo being played. Less Halo to spectate. They should put more emphasis on the open bracket. Bro, Nemesis got the first round. Now last shot is getting mixy where they're giving him trouble. That little G slide off the staircase to close the gap, find the beatdown before he could trade it. Finds 2 kills. Balls in the bottom of the map. Frosty with a nice shutdown. Kills SLG looking for 2. Glory finds him. Last shot looking for the damage off it. Yep. Glory not ready for that A spawn at a last shot. He thought he had timing off the rotate, but last shot surprised him. Gotta always be so careful. If you're in Turbine taking a fight, A is open. What was his name? Greg or something? He never came back, bro. He didn't say anything. He just said I had some sort of a bias or something. He got mad and he didn't say anything. Would I replace someone in Optic for last shot? Or like, who would I replace for last shot? I don't know. It's hard to imagine a reality, you know, different than this one at this point. I think last shot is perfect right here. I don't know. It's like I get it though, because there are Optic fans that are like not being reasonable, and they're not appreciating SR's win, because there's an important, like, you know, perspective on all sides of this. Like SR, they won it in the end. You know, despite the format being the way it was, they still won it. You got to tip that. So if, as an Optic fan, not appreciating SR's win is like, that's kind of lame. At the same time, if you're an SR fan and you're like, just deal with it, you shitters. You know, like there's some pretty unempathetic like SR fans who are like, they lost. They're the worst team, you know, just like, kind of just like dunking on them, celebrating. I don't know. You got people who are like kind of far on both ends of the spectrum, and that I don't like. It's a lot of gray. It ain't black and white. Stellar instead of Formula, Unstoppable. We almost had Stellar, or we almost saw Optic with Stellar back in 2024, right? 23. They come out and they win it, man. Hop on Twitter to make some weird... Yeah, I know, but everybody does it everywhere, bro. I know. Optic are louder because they have more fans, so I get why you guys are reacting the way that you are, but it's like, look, I ignore all of that noise, and I'm just being like, what's the fair, like, the fair objective response to this situation? It's that SR clutched up when they needed to. Good looks. Fucking tip it. They are looking, like, locked in. Like, even though it's, like, 50-50 in game wins, like, you got to tip that. At the same time, though, you know, the format sucked, bro. Be empathetic. Like, I want to see a proper Arlington Major and see who really wins it. Format was not fair. There should have been an advantage given to Optic, and who knows what would have happened if there was an advantage given. But the tournament went the way it did. SR won. Done and dusted. Anyway, but you're gonna see people on both ends of the spectrum regardless, and you can't control that. So it is what it is. People gonna people. 9 to 5. SR. CTF Fortress. We're still going, man. We got another. I don't know. They played a Slayer earlier, I think. That's why. We're on like game 15. SSG fans saying we took their, yeah, I don't know. You got fans of all of just like heavy biases on all sides. That's fine. That's how it is. But when it gets to a point of, I don't know, anyway. End of discussion. I gotta just shut up at this point. I've said my piece, bro. Did I ever cast Ninja on H5? No, I didn't cast H5. Until like after it was out of the circuit, right? Like I didn't make content until like 2018-ish. And it was like my first video was about like Shotzi when he was on the come up, right? And then I was casting Halo in, we switched to MCC and I casted that. That was the first thing that I casted. And then I went back to Halo 5 in like 2020 when we started doing online tournaments. Nicely done. That was pretty much instant, bro. Off the opening strat. Last shot coming out with a clean first flag. Little fumble on the way, but 45 seconds in. We still got map control for a second. SLG down for the count. I think that sniper out of the picture. Snipe drone cleaned up as well. No trades yet for Nemesis. It's looking scary. Cycle on top tower. Walling off a 1v1. I love this area of the map. You can G-slide left, right, and hit shots between the armory ledges. The Shotzi vid I did still on YouTube? Yeah, one of my first videos from it was 2017 summer, and then I didn't post again till mid-2018, like March. It's called How to Move Like Shotzi. That's one of my first Halo videos. Oh my god. Which events am I attending? I don't know. Hopefully at least one. Did Bound play in tourneys? Yeah, Bound appeared in the scene in like 2018 or 2019. I think it was 2018 in an online tournament. He subbed in for a team and they played really well. Bound played really well when he subbed. And then I made a video about it. I called it like, Who is Bound or something like that. And it was like overly dramatic. I was like freaking out. For a stadium, yeah. Yeah, he was team with Snipe down. Boo Boo and Falcated. Clean run. That's the run you like to see. He will get shut down last second, though. Nice stop. Everything about that was basically frame perfect. Can they get the return? SLG still living. 3v3, flag up front. Gonna be difficult to touch. World 2 gets a touch on it. Shut down by somebody hiding in the corner. Is that Woodum? As the fight goes on here, they're losing it, though. Yeah, Frosty coming out with 2. That'll be a touch. And without the return, that's a guaranteed second flag. Nemesis in trouble, bro. We're only 3 minutes in. Probability of me casting an event this year. If certain actions? What certain actions? I don't know. I don't know, man. I try not to think about it, to be honest, you know? Like, I just try to just enjoy and be grateful for everything we've been doing here in this space, you know? Yeah. This year's been great, man. Like, you guys have been super supportive. And I just got a feeling that things are going to keep, you know, building in the correct direction. And I'm just going to kind of embrace that, whichever way it goes. Like, I've got no real expectations on, you know, what I should be doing in the scene. I'm just going to do what I love in any capacity that I can, and I think that'll get me somewhere, you know? Eventually, we'll figure it out. I'm streaming all the HCS events. Everything I can, bro. I was pretty dominant. I know we're not really like full locked in anymore. We're kind of talking with chat. Everything's closing down for the evening, I guess, right? Scuba's done his scrim, maybe, unless he just... Yeah, he's done. Rice is playing matchmaking. Piggy also playing matchmaking. So this is literally like one final Slayer. King of the Hill live fire? How many Slayers did they play, right? We're like 16 games into the scrim. Still going. Yeah, the map lasted 4 minutes, bro. SR trying to create the largest gap that they can just to, you know, show us how dominant they still are. So glad I got my YouTube back after the hack. Yeah, that was interesting. The hack ended up being the best thing for me, right? And I think that's kind of the perspective that I've had to take on for all of the difficulties, right? It's been a roller coaster, but I think, you know, everything happens for a reason, right? And I think I've come out better after the hack situation. I think I've come out better as a person, you know, after all the difficulties I've been through over the past, 3 years now. That's like the only mentality I try to hold on to. Is just, you know, how can I just be better and learn from this? I have faith that it'll work out. Did the act man help me out? No, other people did though. Honestly, with that, like it was so ridiculous. The hack situation, like with YouTube, that I just went and stated like what was wrong and showcased that there was a clear issue on YouTube's end, and it made it very easy for the internet to just like blow it up, right? Like Team YouTube was telling me that I was the hacker or some shit. Like it was a clear like automation like issue that they were having, and I couldn't get in contact with the right team to save my account.
This is the way.
Slavery. Thank you for the follow. Welcome.
This is the way.
Yo, that's a good point. I absolutely did. Thank you. They just so happen to have the same freaking score line, bro. They're both 9 to 5. 10 to 5. Thank you. My bad. My bad.
This is the way.
Thanks, Nocturnal. Slinkies, thank you for the follow, brother. Welcome.
This is the way.
I mean, I wasn't always optimistic like this. I've definitely, you know, we've had our dark periods, man. Like, it took a while to kind of get to this headspace. But I'm grateful I'm here right now.
This is the way.
Hell yeah. Active.
This is the way.
Let's go. Thank you for the follows, guys.
This is the way.
Can't wait for Arlington. You and me both, brother.
Your team about to score.
Thank you, Bracket. Yeah, I mean, look, I don't know. As long as I'm not, I don't know. Yeah, in the end of the day, I'm just going to be the best person I can be. And then you would think, like, how do you solve any kind of conflict? With open, vulnerable dialogue, compassion, right? On both sides. I assume at some point, my actions will be clear. Like, you know, who I am is clear. It's a result of my actions in the community, right? So if I just keep doing that, then I assume people will, you know, well, I'll have the conversations that I need to have to move forward positively. Thank you, Eli. All right. This is my problem too, is I lean into this. My mom gets upset with me because I lean into this conversation too much. Hey, name. I hear you. Surprised SR have dropped 5 games. Am I surprised? I don't know, man. Nemesis mean business. Maybe, you know, maybe they'll surprise us. All right, I'm getting embarrassed now. Just stop. Thank you, Gardani. Gardani. Yeah, they're giving SR trouble for sure, bro. It's similar to the TSM matchup. Like, I put Nemesis in the same spot that I put TSM right now. In my mind, that just makes sense to me. Thanks, Mike. Gonna be playing SG? Yeah, I'll probably play the alpha. I agree with that. I don't think I got to prove anything to anybody. But like I'm just doing what I, you know, I'm not trying to prove anything. Like, I'm just being myself, bro. But I do think that, you know, who you are is a sum of your actions, right? So just kind of focusing on that and not like lingering on stuff that's out of my control. Oh, did you watch the video, Gut? Completely open your eyes to the mechanics you didn't know existed? Yeah. You can thank Shotzi for that. Guy was a nerd. Nemesis would destroy Optic? Yeah, definitely at this rate. Optic can't even take 5 games off SR. Story behind the name. I don't know. I was a Nintendo kid growing up. It's not much of a story. I had a MapleStory account, and I needed to make a name for my MapleStory account when I was like 12. And I played a lot of Nintendo. And I thought Shy Guy had like a nice ring to it. So like Shy Guy, the character from Yoshi, right? So I call myself Shy Guy, XII, like 12 Roman numerals. My birthday's on the 12th. And then it just stuck. Like that became my Xbox gamer tag, Shy Guy. And everybody called me Shy, like on Xbox. It was like my gamer name, I guess. But when I wanted to have like a public persona, I didn't want to be known as Shy Guy because people would like, you know, they'd be like, Shy Guy, are you shy? You know, fucking, they don't get the video game reference. So I just changed it to Shyway. That's like basically end of the story. Everybody calls me Shy, yeah. So I was like, fuck. How do I make it sound like oxymoronic, you know? Like, shift the perspective of it a little bit so it's like, you know, sounds more confident. Am I shy? You know, I think everybody's a combination of introversion and extroversion. Like, I lean more in some ways than others in certain situations. I could be very introverted. Like, after the stream, I'm just me, my own time. You know, I don't talk to anybody. Or, okay, I wouldn't say that. But I like my alone time, you know? I activate. I activate when needed. Right? That's my extroversion. Is like, I can turn it on. But typically, I'm not like, you know, like I keep to myself. Exactly. It's oxymoronic, Hasty. It's like jumbo shrimp, you know? I don't know. Something about it sounds motivational, which is exactly what I was going for, you know? What build? I was assassin in MapleStory. I always play the assassin. It's just fun. With like the once you get to level 70, you get like the jump thrust or whatever. And you move faster and you can just you just throw shurikens. Just jump and throw shurikens. But then once you get to bro. I haven't played MapleStory in forever, but they got the they had private servers back when I was like, I don't know, must have been like 15 or 16, and I got in a private server and I just speedran the whole game. And I never wanted to play it again after that because I got everything, all the NX cash shit. I could rebirth and I could be like assassin plus warrior plus mage like all at the same time and just swap between them on the fly, and then I basically just killed my addiction, you know, like with a good private server. Year 1 Overwatch? I didn't play Overwatch. Crit hits on Assassin was dope. Yeah, bro. Assassin was fun, bro. That's what happened. Yeah, exactly. Play a good private server and then get everything super quickly, effortlessly. And then once you get back on the game, it won't feel the same anymore. Because you know all the dopamine that you were seeking to unlock or whatever, you've got it already. You've had it. So it's like it takes the excitement away. And then I don't feel the compulsion to play it as much. Let's go, Gardaddy. Hell yeah. Yeah, the YouTube decision was a good one. And for whatever reason, after getting hacked, that's when I decided, like, I should stream. We were talking about it before I got hacked, but, like, the hacker streamed on my account for, like, a day, and he made, like, $500 US. And I was like, what the fuck? As, like, Ripple. They streamed. And that money went to me, for the record, which is cool. They streamed, and they got 500 in, like, ad revenue or something from, like, a day of streaming on Ripple. I was like, I should be streaming on YouTube, bro. They were streaming a fake Ripple, like cryptocurrency, basically, and trying to, like, scam people in their fake Ripple cryptocurrency, essentially. I don't know, something like that. Yeah. Yeah, because they, for whatever reason, they were picking up, like, good viewership with their stream for some reason. I don't really know how it works. Now, I don't make ad revenue like that just streaming Halo every day. Just keep that in mind. Your support, you guys support me though, and that makes it worthwhile. But whatever they were doing with Ripple, they were yeah. There was just like a $500 spike in that one moment. Benevolent hacking. They paid me for that time off, right? Yeah, I know. Good guys, bro. Some team from Ukraine or something like that is what it was. Hey, no problem, Dresky. Let's go. Progress. We have I actually have coaching at 9:30. So we're keeping the tips going just on and off stream. Stress fee, bro. I don't know. I kind of had this feeling that it was going to just be okay, and it ended up being like, I'm glad I got hacked. I know that sounds crazy. Fox too quick. Thank you for the follow. Like, it was a sick way to start the year, bro. Like, it was the most stressful I've ever been for that one moment. I freaked out and cried and screamed, and I was like a mess for like a day or a few days. But it was like the best way I could have started the year. 8s is supposed to happen tonight. Says who? I did not sign up for this. Oh, you mean like money 8s with the pros, yeah? Character development, yeah. I've had more fun this year than just about any other. I think the one thing that's missing is just the going to events and spending time hanging out with the community and whatnot. I do miss doing that. But as far as like being in alignment with what I love to do and feeling like I'm on the correct path with it, we're locked in now. When was the last time I had a glass of orange juice? On last weekend with my breakfast. Pros actually pay money in 8s? Oh yeah, tons, bro. There's like a whole underground like
what's good, everybody?
Gambling rig.
Appreciate all y'all for hanging out. Appreciate y'all for stopping by. All right, who we raiding, chat? Who are we raiding?
Illy's been dropping like what, like $3,000 plus. Yeah, losing a lot of money. Comedy Scrims is great for content. Only one I know who does it. Hold my breath through the Optic. Wait, what?
This is the way.
Oh my god. Is it Nab Banana? I think. This man said, I can even hold my breath through the Optic brown nosing because the rest of the content is just that good. Hold on. Am I that? You're just pulling my leg, right? It's not that bad. I saw Dashy was playing, yeah. Pretty dope. I would, but I gotta get ready for coaching that's in an hour from now. Maybe if I can get back on later in the evening, but I tend to like never do that. I do want to play with viewers, guys. Maybe this weekend. We have a marathon live stream tomorrow. I don't care. You guys can think what you want of me. I can't control it, right? That's the thing. You think what you want. How we doing, Hardy? I had fun, Super Laser. Let's go. No problem. I guess that does it for Friday. So there's a marathon reveal tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern. I'll be watching it. Thank you, Sigma. I might be a co-streamer. Last shot. No way, bro. W. Wyatt. Guys, we're just about to get off, too. We're going to give a massive raid to somebody. I'm excited. Last shot, your go, man. Always fun watching your POV, bro. We got to see a healthy dose of it today, for sure. It's sick that you're in Toronto, though. Don't get off. I was just about to get off, man. Lock in. I have coaching I got to do. Bro, I low-key want to come by, though. I'm not going to lie. Show you guys around. No. It's cool that Shopify's in Toronto. They got to have a Toronto event. Hope you have a great evening, man. Definitely go explore King Street. The food on King Street is nice. Kind of an expensive area, but a really beautiful part of the city. No, I'm not going to stream the coaching. Sometimes if I have a student that's like I've worked with a lot, and maybe that's something that we discussed in advance that we can make that happen, but I don't want to put somebody on the spot like that. Okay, who can we give like a giant raid to? Suspectors grinding? Wait, what do you ask? Oh my God, Bike Messenger.
Good Halo right there. That is just
damn good Halo.
My God.
The Trippy. Let's go. Welcome Trippy to the way. That's a big tier, high tier gifted right there. Hell yeah. Sparty only has 46. Yeah, we raid Sparty a lot. I was thinking, like, can we do something special and drop it on somebody that we've, like, never raided before? Maybe Rice, honestly. Can we do that? Let's give some love to Australian Halo M&K player Rice. I kind of like the vibe. He's, I asked, Scoob came by the chat, and he said that they would both stream. Yeah, they don't often stream. This guy's cracked. He just came out of a scrim with LG. Not sure what the final score was. We didn't even look at stats. Do we want to quickly look at stats before I raid? Mailman's a good option, too. I think we locked in on Rice, but let me, where to go for coaching? Exclamation mark coaching in the chat, in both chats, YouTube and Twitch. Optic TSM 9-5, final score. 11-5 was the Shopify Nemesis. They're both competitive with SR and with Optic, right? TSM and Nemesis, which is cool to see. Optic getting what, about 30, 33 kills more than TSM in the scrim? Out damaging by a little bit. Nothing too crazy, like super competitive, all things considered. Most slays in the lobby is Renegade, but 2 members of TSM slaying out beyond the rest of Optic, right? 259 for Soul Snipe with a lights out scrim. Soul Snipe was playing nasty today. Druck coming out with 233, but also 124 assists, right? You got to keep tabs. Less deaths as well. 1.43 KDA. Renegade with the best KDA once again. Look at his damage numbers, though, right? Actually, pretty good damage this time around. I take it back. Hi, Nagiri Ninja. Appreciate it. Or, welcome. Stellar consistently has 300 plus. Yeah, he does. It is interesting. I mean, obviously, it depends on the number of games you play per scrim. You're going to see, like, a lot of fluctuation if you have, like, a shorter scrim. But Stellar does have insane slay numbers. Could you view that as maybe like a negative thing as well, though? Like, should Stellar have to have that many kills? Should you expect to see more alignment in kills? Like, you have a main Slayer, generally speaking. Renegades get most kills most of the time, but Stellar seems to be like he's just up there, you know? Is it like is he forced to do too much work? Should there be like more alignment in the stats, you know, with SSG? Can that be viewed negatively? Cherish coming out with 205, maybe not his greatest performance. 131 assists, though. Less deaths than most of the lobby. Renegade with 203 deaths is kind of nutty, right? This man is hard to kill. Depends on the win rate. That's true. The reigning in Abound seems to be... Wait, Bound Optic seems to be doing will work out. Yeah, Bound, where's his deaths at? 245. Yeah, so Bound like in the earlier scrims with Optic would have significantly more deaths. And he's a riskier player. And like somebody like Renegade works well off of the openings that Bound creates, but when you see how many deaths you have, I'd be like, okay, is he kind of like dying too much, you know? Like he's getting caught out a lot. So maybe it does seem like they're trying to rein him in a little bit, and I can hear it in Formal's comms. He's kind of IGLing it, like, "Down, get your shields, get your shields." You know, like I'm hearing that a lot. But I do think that his playstyle can be extremely impactful if like aimed in the right direction at the right time, right? So we see that with Druck's POV too, though. Druck's been super difficult to kill, man. He's been a standout in the scrims. Yeah. Talik, the highest damage dealer this time around. Nicely done. Not Formal's greatest scrim performance. He didn't have the most assists. He didn't have the most damage today. He had the most deaths today, right? Like, all things considered, generally he is putting up more damage than the other Optic members or assisting more than the other Optic members. He also had the lowest kills on the team today too, so not ideal. Had the highest accuracy somehow though. A headache to account for. I agree. Okay, guys. One quick peek at Shopify. Luminosity 7-6 Mindfreak. It goes to show Mindfreak actually, relatively competitive, considering Luminosity had a 10-5 over Rhinoom's team. They had... I'm not going to go look through the pages, but that's good looks at a Mindfreak currently in an HQ as well, right, in the US. Seem too slow with Lucid? I don't know. Like, they had a different kind of play style with Lucid, right? The way that they play now is more similar to the way that, like, SSG tried to play Halo, or I guess played Halo back last season. And current SSG is now sort of similar maybe to Optic in their composition and their style of play, even though they're, I know, trying to change that, but generally the faster paced, slay heavy team in the current meta gets out on top. Lasho coming out with 323 kills, the most in the lobby, 102,000 damage. This man putting up numbers. This is a grueler of a scrim. 147 assists, 1.86 KDA. Royal 2 with a slightly higher, though, 1.92. Damn, bro. And one definitive thing to keep in mind, though, is that the kill numbers are above. Like, when you looked at these stats, here, this is interesting. Like, they did play a little bit more, right? They played 11 to 5. They played 2 more games than Optic did, but the kill stats are pretty significantly in the favor of Shopify. And all 4 members of Shopify outslayed all 4 members of Nemesis. Ether Fire, how we doing, Villeneuve? Welcome. Yeah, Ether's a team to talk about, I guess, too, right? We got a lot of different teams in the mix. But it is cool to see, look how closely aligned all 4 of these guys are. They're all putting up big numbers, and, it looked a little bit different in the TSM stats. It was a little more mixy. You had put 2 members of TSM outpacing 3 members of Optic in slays. I think it shows a level of cohesion and like chemistry with SR that's extremely difficult to match. Damage taken 100,000 at a snipe drone. This man didn't die the most either. Okay, we had multiple. Yeah, these guys are taking tons of, bro. They're just getting shot up. It was a long scrim, so it's kind of reflected in the stats. But anyway. Cycle with 194 assists is nutty, bro. Nearly 200 assists. 34 more than second place, Royal 2. Rarky, welcome back. I can give you 1 month Xbox Live code if I coach you for 10 weeks. You're driving a tough bargain there, Gary. I'll think about it, bro. Last shot with the best accuracy in the scrim. I'm not surprised. Cycle coming out with 64, though. Cycle's been a demon in the scrims, man. Frosty, interestingly, puts up MVP numbers, when it's tournament time. And then outside of tournament, he's not generally that main event, The weakest statistically, I guess. Not that it mattered in the overall scoreline, but it's interesting to see just how adversely different Frosty's stats are when he plays tournament versus scrims. You see Mindfreak? Sure. He gets a land. No, it's not even land. It's just tournament buff. Maybe he just tries harder. I don't know, because even in online tournaments, he was looking like MVP. It would make sense that he tries harder, but when the pressure's on, Frosty rises to the occasion, you could say. Works well under pressure. Rice coming out with a 258 bomb, the most slays in the scrim. And we're going to drop the rate on his head in a second, so deserved. Man was the main slayer with the most damage in the scrim as well. Good looks at a Rice, bro, on M&K. With the highest KDA in the scrim. with the highest accuracy. Not quite. 65 out of Plasma. Nice work out of Mindfreak. Mindfreak definitely a threat in the top 8 category. I don't know if I would put them high enough to do damage in top 6. We've just got so many, tough competitors. But top 8 to top 12 in that range, watch out for Mindfreak. I could see them getting through the open bracket, no problem. It'll be a competitive open bracket. 4 teams get out, right? And Mindfreak has done it before. Yeah. I hear you on that, guys. Scoopmeister coming out with the most assists. M&K boys definitely making a name for themselves in the scrim. That one game that we got to witness on Livefire was just clean work out of the team overall. They were looking good. Playing well off each other. Can't wait to play them in winners. In the open bracket. Yeah, Chills? Nice. It's going to be a grueler, bro. The Passion Pit. Just a week away. Okay. Bro, the start of this song is so epic, and then it just gets all, like, ominous. That's going to do it for me, guys. Tune in tomorrow. So tomorrow I should be live. I plan to be live at 12 p.m. Eastern. We're going to see the reveal for Marathon. I'm hoping the game is sick. It's an extraction shooter, right? I don't really play extraction shooters. I'm not sure what to expect. I was hoping to be more of an arena. But, open-minded. We might have exclusive rewards for hanging out on Twitch, so keep that in mind. Arlington a week out. We'll definitely have more scrims. There's likely going to be a calm before the storm, though, when everybody travels over to Arlington. So I expect it to be crazy until about Wednesday. And then we're going to have to do something on our own. We'll make our own preamble content or something, right? Talk about the tournament. And all the knowledge we have coming into it. Safe to say I think I've watched more scrims than anybody in the community. Right? At this point. If you guys have been here with me for it, then safe to say we're all experts at this point. We watched an insane amount of scrims. No problem, Bedme. All right, guys. 234 viewers. That's a fat raid onto Rice. Go give Rice some love. Give him a follow. He was the main slayer in the scrim they just played. You can see some of that in matchmaking as well. Let's get it. All right. Have a good night, Twitch guys. Need a drama breakdown. Yeah, maybe something like that, Nova. I'll see you, Nova, Gary, Bemi, Viltrumite, Robbie. Cycle damage? Yeah, he's always a high damage dealer. Okay. VOD goes up on YouTube as usual. You guys know the drill. I'll see you probably, tomorrow morning.